Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I have to
Hello,
change my
hello.
foogie.
Do you want a model share? I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, we could do the thing.
Yeah, let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. I'm
Okay,
gonna put
let's
you
set up
in
the
a chair in the meantime.
thing.
Okay, I can set it up.
Yeah.
Like,
We were just talking about brains.
what about brains? Eating
Like
brains?
how you know how you think. You know, some people have no internal monologue. Some people think in words. Some people think in imagery, but they can have an internal
Oh.
monologue. I was just saying, I was like, chat, what do you do? Like, like
Oh yeah,
just
like what
seeing
does
like,
chat have?
yeah. Or like, what are they good at with that?
Oh,
Like I
Giga,
can
we did
hear
not have each other added.
what?
Are we not friends, Giga? Are you not my friend?
No, I hate
Yo,
this lady.
here, I'll send you my. It's Have Mercy Daddy all caps.
Okay.
Different than the lower caps one to be extra confusing. Here's my friend code.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Do you have an internal monologue?
I do, but I was saying to chat was like, I don't always walk around and think in words, right? Like I'm not like constantly streaming sentences in my head. Some people say that they
Mm,
do that, and I'm like,
I do that. I have
really?
to write. I in my brain, in
Mm.
my mind's eye, there's a
Yeah.
Word document, and it's typing the word before
Oh
I
my
say
god.
it. And
I
Clippy is there going, "Need help? Need assistance?"
poor Clippy in your brain. He must be so
Yeah.
tortured.
He's seen some things.
He's Clippy, but with eye bags.
Yeah. He's like, yes, yes, Ama.
Okay. I love it. Okay, let me press the button.
Oh, some of us, someone in chat said some of us,
Oh.
oh, nothing. You saw nothing. Some of us have nothing at all. Like me, it's called aphantasia.
Yeah. Like they can't visualize anything in their mind. Like
What? Like no thoughts?
they think, but they don't think with any visuals attached. It's ideas, it's streams of conscience, it's words, but there's no visualization.
Oh.
Like you know the picture of the apple thing? They'll be like, close your
Yeah,
eyes, try to
the
picture an
apple,
apple.
like, what do you see? What do they
Mm-hmm.
see if they realize nothing?
Nothing. They can't. They
They
could they
just,
could tell you facts about it. They could be like, it's shaped like this, like it has like a thinner bottom, and then at the top it's like rounded. Like they could describe it, but they
but
can't like
they're not visualizing it as they say that?
right, right. That's
That
crazy
doesn't
to me.
seem, that doesn't seem, I think they're lying. That doesn't seem real.
You're not real.
Listen, I may be no thoughts sometimes, but I do see things in my mind's eye.
Yeah, that's what we were discussing. Like, how much do you do that? Are you the type to do that a
Mm,
lot? Do you
interesting.
just like not picture anything? A few people in chat said they have that. I guess it's like more common than I thought.
That's crazy. Yeah, I did not know. Yeah, I thought it was like really uncommon, but
Yeah.
alas. Okay, I
How do you
sent you the
live?
password.
Yeah, I just did the thing.
It's very fun. Oh, I see it loading. I have a big model, so
Ooh,
I apologize for her.
it's okay. Hopefully, I turn. There's a setting on VTube Studio to like turn the amount of meshes it will allow to render up.
Oh,
So, what's really funny is if someone has like a lot of different layers and a lot of meshes on their model and you don't have that turned up, there are times where someone will load in and like their face is gone. You just see like the inside of their mouth. It's so scary. I did that
that's
once to
great.
record something and I was with Buff and Buff's model loaded in and she looked horrifying. I was like, "What is going on?" And she was like, "Oh, is my face gone?" Click this.
What?
I was, I
That's
was,
so
I didn't even
scary.
know. It's so scary. It's like straight up horror. You're loading in.
Oh,
Oh my god, she's
you have connected
real.
onto my Halo.
Nice.
How do I unconnect you? Giga, stop.
No, I live here now.
Okay.
I'll put you next to me. Are you gonna be on the right?
Wait, one second, one second.
Okay. She'll figure it out. We look so good next to each other. Look at us. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, mafia meeting. She's talking to her chat right now. She figures out some
trying to set up VTube Studio. I almost said
Yeah.
VShow Studio. You're like, are you leaning into me, or do I have you connected onto me?
I think you have me connected. Okay. Did you go to the person settings in the you lost your brain.
I don't. Yeah. So wait. Okay. I removed my Halo. This happens every single time you guys get connected to my Halo.
I opened the little thing and I hit U control position. Do you have that on?
I do.
Okay.
You were connected to my Halo though, and when I removed my Halo, because it spins when it disappears, so you were connected to it, so you just did a giant spin on my screen, like a really fast Beyblade spin. Just me manhandling the guests.
It's
Don't
my
worry
special
about it.
feature. It's my spin button. New on my model.
I actually kind of want to get that animated. It was kind of fun.
I've thought about that. I'm like, I think I focus so much on getting normal animations, but like, why? What am I doing here? I should get a button that has me like shoot into the sky like a rocket, you know?
I do have this one for myself. Wait, where is it?
Mm-hmm.
Here. Where? Oh no. Oh no. I'm not sure if you can see. Is it doing it for you? Oh, not the technology. We're phasing out of existence.
Oh, it's one of the effects. So on my screen, you look completely normal, and chat just thinks you're crazy.
Oh. On my for GEEGA's chat, I have like an overlay. It's like a glitch overlay, so we're just like glitching.
Nah, they totally believe you, right, guys? Right? Do you?
Oh, we should wear our Squirtle Squad glasses, though. I will say.
We can. Here. Do you want to do shared chat? Have you done that yet?
Wait, GEEGA, you keep them off to the side? You don't have them as a toggle?
I don't do toggles. They annoy me.
Wait, you just I saw them load in because I saw them in the distance. Like,
wait, you have a cursed eyeball.
I have a cursed eyeball.
I don't know how to
your
describe
stream.
this.
I have to go to your
I don't know
stream.
how to describe it. I'm taking a picture.
Eyeball. I have to show stream. this.
Look at her. Oh my god.
This is,
what happened to you?
this is gonna be my profile picture for TikTok now.
Oh,
Are they still there?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay, let me try. Try again.
You just put
How's
them up
that?
here. No, it's still. You're just like a singular eyelid.
GEEGA, thank you so much for coming.
Hey!
Thanks so much for
Of course. Glad to be here.
I think I just keep them on the whole time. See, actually, this is where it works to have them as not a toggle, because I can't actually move them on my head.
That's interesting, yeah. I like that. I just put it up top.
I can't move it. It's stuck on me.
Tape them to my bangs.
That's smart. Wait, I think I can go through our chat, recopy them, and then drag them in, and just delete them.
Yeah,
later.
yeah, you can just do that.
Wait, let me go up to where you dropped this beautiful cutout. Okay, 1 second. Give me a second.
I'm giving you a second.
Load it in.
Seconding.
Seconding. Okay.
Ooh. It still doesn't, but this time your eyebrows spoke through.
Oh, they're a little big.
I see your eyebrow.
You see my eyebrow?
You look so good.
What's going on? Wait, let me see if I can just put them on my head. Wait.
It's so scuffed with the collab tool. It's so funny. They go through your hair.
Really? That's so weird. You're fine though. Why are you fine on my screen?
Well, some of us are just different.
This is illegal. We're the same person. B2
Right.
Studio. We're the same person.
Please. That's so funny. Oh my god.
Well, I guess I won't wear them then.
I like it because it looks like a Naruto headband on you. And I mean that in a good way. I mean that like parentheses affectionate.
Yeah. Affectionately. Positive.
Oh my
/P.
god. That's so funny. Here, I'll put them
Wait,
right
can you
there.
put them on me?
They're going behind your head. How do I make myself be in the front?
Yeah, I don't know, because you're in the front for me too. I don't know how to change that.
Are my glasses in the front of you right now?
No, they're like in the sky, like it's a bird, it's a plane. Oh god, it's a seagull. I know, it's like
Whatever. Fuck the glasses.
it's okay.
We don't need them.
Portal Squad disbanded.
Do you have a glasses toggle, like a normal one?
I do. I can wear those.
Yeah. What do you got? I feel like you have like the sunglasses, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
They're like mini Squirtle Squad. It's what inspired the meme. Someone was like, it looks like the Squirtle Squad.
It literally does though.
Ooh, I like the reading glasses on you. That's nice.
Yeah, I can't see shit, so.
I know. I even my sunglasses. It's so dark.
I put them on to look cool, but I can't see.
No.
I met one guy one time. It was just like a random encounter. He's just at some event, and we're inside some sort of place, some public area. I don't remember if it was a restaurant or what. And he just has sunglasses on, but the lighting's dim. It's like cool mood lighting.
Oh.
And someone was like, "What's with the glasses?" Like no one wanted to ask. Okay, this guy was just existing for an hour, and no one asked. But everyone was like, "What's with the glasses?" So someone finally goes, "What's with the sunglasses?" And he was like, "It's like my thing." And he said it so seriously.
That's so
It's
funny.
my thing. And we were like, oh, okay. And I can just hear it. I can picture it. It was such a small line, but anytime I see someone wear sunglasses inside, I just think about this guy going, it's like my thing.
It's like guys with pinky rings. Like, is that your thing?
The ring's just, I'm just a troubled soul. I've been through a lot,
So funny. I get like colored sunglasses, like purple or blue, like tinted, like the light ones, but not a full dark one.
Yeah. At least those are like, I'm just changing the color in the room. Everything's blue today. It's a little weird, but I'm not going to judge. It's fashion. But sunglasses and dim lighting, you're too far gone.
Yeah.
They're too cool for us. I'll never understand.
I know. I just like to see things. I like to see where I'm going. I like to see who I'm talking to, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking.
I would hope you do.
Me as I wear glasses drinking tea. Don't worry about that.
Well, it's okay. You have them pushed down, so you're not even looking through them.
I do. I can look over them if I go like this.
I tape them to the front of my nose because I want to have them on, but I don't want to see through them. You know what I mean?
You tape them like Scotch tape?
Could you imagine? I knew someone who did that. They wanted to wear these little glasses, and they didn't have arms on the glasses, okay? It was like a fashion item, and it just goes on the nose. But the clip was really bad. Yeah, and it was a friend who was cosplaying, so she put like double-sided, like normal, shouldn't put on your face, double-sided tape on the bridge of her nose and just stuck it on. And I was like, hey, you're gonna have to take that off later. And she was like, well, it's working really well, it's fine. And I went, okay. And then in the bathroom at like 3 a.m. she's trying to pull these glasses off, and she's like, like while she's slowly peeling it.
Could have been worse though. I thought you were gonna say super glue for a second.
Ooh, no. See, that would take skin off 100%. 100%.
100%.
You like lose half an arm.
Burn you.
Yeah, it can. Depends on the type, but it's I have
so funny.
I have glued fingers together with the super glue.
Too. Yep.
And
how bad? Like, did you have to go and get them removed?
I thankfully, so an old job I used to have, we worked with a lot of adhesives, and I had acetone on hand all the time, and I had to use copious amounts of acetone to like undo it. And my skin was wrecked on my hand. It was wrecked for so long.
It was like a raw. Yeah, because you're like pulling it apart and just like it won't.
Yeah, you're just like burning your skin off with that stuff. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, I've done that with nails, like little like glue on nails, like with like the nail glue. Because the nail glue is like really intense.
Yes.
And I've accidentally like stuck my fingers together with them, and I'm like.
Well, it's because people are always like, I want my nails to stay on for like a month. I don't want them to budge. And they go, okay. So they make like ultra glue.
Ultra glue. Oh god, it's so dangerous.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's terrible.
But now I have gloves to cover my hands, so I don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. Have you ever done, I don't know if you've done this, nails on the gloves?
Nails on gloves. No, but I know it's a big cosplay thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do.
I was
Like
thinking
nails through the
about that.
gloves.
I almost for like this outfit did nails on the gloves. I was thinking about it and I
It
was
is
like,
a vibe.
I was gonna ask for it and then I was like, it doesn't fit the outfit though. But in the future,
Yeah. Has to be like really long, like girl, like coffin nails would have been
yeah,
crazy actually.
complete sleigh nails.
Yeah.
Like I definitely don't
Can't
play
do
video games with these
anything.
on nails.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
why
wipe
they're on
your
the
butt
gloves.
nails. Yeah.
When I wipe, I grab a cotton ball with the ends of the nails.
Oh, geez. Or I got like tongs.
Like you're cleaning a wound, you're holding the little cotton ball with the tongs.
It's like a wound. Yeah.
That's the only way to do it.
Oh God. I don't know.
Which,
I my nails can never be that long.
yeah, I always understood having a nail that was a little longer because it looks good. It's just a long finger.
It
It's
does look
cool.
good.
But
Yeah.
like sometimes they're so long that I'm like, you look like ET, and I just can't unsee it. The long middle finger.
I always feel like if I had nails that long, I would just like be like soft cosplaying Edward Scissorhands. And I
Yeah,
would just be snapping my little fingers together all the time.
that's the thing is, so even with me, when I have nails on or if I've done my nails or whatever, I just can't have them be even a centimeter out from the end of my fingers. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I would be
Oh.
so bothered. In
I
particular
like them a
though.
little bit off, but not too long. So I have to still listen. I'm a gamer. I have to still game. I can't be hitting my ultimate Q button by accident all the time.
I've tried playing League with nails and it is the worst thing in the world. It is horrific. Never do it. Never do
Are
it.
you a league? Are you a big league fan? Big league player?
I used to be. But like remember when Twitch was at its peak league phase in like 2012, 2014, like that's when I was playing a lot. So I
Wow.
was a big league fan and then I kept watching it as like an esport later, but I don't play that much. I think it sucks my soul out.
That's so fair.
Yeah, I can't do it. Because I'll play and then the hours will go by and then I'll lay down in bed and I'll go, why did I do that? And I just do that every time.
I feel that. I know there's been several times where I've wanted to get into playing it, and chat will be like, "Don't."
Yeah, it's still fun. I still like MOBAs, but you know, every game does that thing where they keep adding characters to the roster. They keep selling skins, and next thing you know, there are 500 characters, and it's so hard to get into a game and be like, let me figure out what they all do.
Yeah, I feel
No.
like Marvel Rivals is gonna go that way soon. Where I'm like, who
Yeah.
is that in the distance? Who's that character with the top hat? Like,
It's already daunting. I feel like when they released it, there were a lot of characters.
there were
like, right out the gate.
I kind of liked having a lot though. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. It's nice because
Yeah.
some games are like, here are your 12 characters, and I'm like, that's okay. That's not a lot.
You're like, all right, yeah.
That's not much.
It's fun when
Yeah.
you play with friends though. You have to play with the right people. I feel
It's
that
true.
with so many
It's
games.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of games I want to play on stream, but I don't unless I have a group because I'm like, it's so different. You need the vibes to be really good.
Yeah, so
Depends on the
fair.
team.
Especially like online games where there's other players on comms. Like I need to have my posse to back me up in case someone's being
Oh my
toxic.
God.
I can't do that alone. I need my goons.
That's crazy. That is crazy. The people that jump into a lobby, like a lot of Valorant streamers will do it. They'll jump in on voice alone, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that's thing is,
brave.
if you're alone and you're not streaming, okay. But when you're streaming, oh,
Yeah,
especially if they
that's like,
know.
I don't know. Their balls must be dragging on the floor because they're so big.
Yeah.
Like that's something else something I could do.
Yeah. I usually don't have issues on voice, but I have some friends that like they say anything and someone's like, "Are you a girl?" And like the way they react to their voice is so weird.
Yeah.
For
I
me,
feel
they're
that, I
like,
feel
"You
that.
sound old," and I'm like, "What?" I don't even think I do, but they say that to me, and I go, "Okay, well, let's play this game, kiddo." Like,
I
all
love
right.
it. Yeah, we were playing Marvel Rivals. I think I was streaming actually, and there was I play healer. I main healer, so I get a lot of DPSs going, where are my heals at? And so
Yeah.
I went on comms, and I was like, why don't you find a health pack? Like you're playing this character, you need to find health packs. Like I can't be looking behind me and babysitting you. And one of our other members chimed in and was like, she sound like a baddie though. And instantly I was like, oh, like I instantly went from being mad to be like, oh no, wait, stroke my ego some more. So
Keep
you think I sound
talking.
like a baddie? Yeah, keep talking. I like instantly
I love that.
stopped molding.
I
Killed
do
me,
know,
I
like,
swear.
there are a lot of girls that'll meet through games like that, and they
Mm.
always gas each other up. If you just start a
Yes,
little,
yes, yes.
it's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, nothing like getting a team of all ladies or gays, the girls and the gays, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I saw the funniest clip the other day. Some like well-meaning young kid, it sounded like a girl who was probably like a young teenager. She was playing Dead by
Mm.
Daylight, okay?
Um,
And a
I know that too well.
streamer, a streamer was playing Dead by Daylight.
Mm.
And the streamer is a gay man, right? And the girl
Mm.
goes, she's like, "Can I ask this? Like, I don't want to be weird. Can I ask a question?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Why do I meet like a lot of like gay people in this game?" She was like just wondering why a lot of people that played it that she met were and it was like it was cute because she was just very honestly asking, right? She was like, "Hey, I've
Right,
met a lot
right.
of people like this," but like she didn't know how to ask. And he was just like, "We have a lot of darkness in our souls, and you know, sometimes we just gotta blow off the steam."
Yeah, and all
And
the
she was like,
characters are hot.
"Yeah, exactly." He probably didn't want to say that to her, but
Oh, that's true. That's true.
it was so funny. He mouths to his chat. He goes, "Oh my god!" Like as she's asking it. His chat was having a blast.
How do I
Uh,
diplomatically say this?
and it's just like a nice kid who's well-meaning, you know. So
Oh
cute.
my god, that's so cute, actually. Wow, Dead
Uh,
by Daylight. That's yeah. God,
it is
that's a blast from the past.
true. Yeah, I know like a lot of women especially played DVD for a long time.
Mhm. Me, that's where the Have Mercy Daddy username
Hmm.
came from.
Is it just
Mhm, mhm.
was it the characters? Was it the gameplay? What was it for you?
It was there's a character named Trapper, the
Mm,
Trapper, and I don't know. He would give me mercy. He would kill everybody else, slug me, throw me over his shoulder,
yeah.
carry me to the hatch, and then go, "You asked for mercy," and I'd be like,
Mm,
"Damn, that's kind of hot." And Have Mercy Daddy just stuck, and it helped me. Like
I like
one out of
that.
15 games, I would get thrown over the killer's shoulder and given the hatch. Easy win, I think. Small sacrifice.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh my god.
So funny,
That's
actually.
something that I noticed too with a lot of like my friends. They were like, "I don't know, I just DVD something about it. Like I just like the characters," and I think I get it now. Like I understand what they meant.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to play, let me know.
I
I'm not
haven't
very
played
good, but I
DVD in
bring the vibes.
forever.
You haven't? When's the last time you played?
I played like 2 times years ago. I like never
Oh,
got into playing it.
wow. Oh, okay, okay. Well, if you ever want to play, let me know.
Good to know.
We
Good to
can
know.
traumatize some killers together.
Someone in
Bully
chat
'em.
said there's a DBD dating sim. Is there?
There is. They sponsored
What?
me for a stream once. Yeah, it's like a visual novel dating sim. And
Wait,
like
that's
they're all
cute.
it's like a tropical island theme, so they're all just
Yeah.
like buff and in
Ooh.
swimsuits and
Hear me
very
out.
barely clothed.
This is
Nice.
something that I think is a super untapped market. I think
Mhm.
games, when they see people thirsting over the characters and they realize, hey, we hired the right artist, they should just make dating sims. Like, they should just be like,
Yeah.
forget the other plans that our studio had. It's time we're making a dating sim and get the VAs in and be like, we're going. Could you
It's time.
imagine? Could you imagine if now Baldur's Gate was already kind of part dating sim? But
Already
could you
a
imagine if they
dating sim.
just made a dating sim? Oh,
Like just a visual novel.
yeah, full visual novel. Use
Hey
some of the
guys, it's a
backgrounds
patch
from the
now.
game.
Is there a game that you've played that you wish there was
Mm.
a dating sim version of it?
Ooh,
Hmm.
that's a good question. I don't know, because I never played that many dating sims, but I found them funny. I liked games that had that as an element, right? A lot of farming sims and stuff, but I never really played like a lot of the solo ones.
That's fair.
I think, well, if I someone in my chat picked a really good one.
Yeah, which one?
Frog Detective. Have you ever
I
played?
actually have not played Frog
Oh my god,
Detective.
you should play it. I played
I feel like
it's a
it's fun.
trilogy, okay, and they're all worth playing. And I sat there and
Okay.
just like read out all the dialogue from the whole thing. It has some of the funniest dialogue. It's like very like stale British humor. It is some
Okay.
of the best, and the characters are they're so cartoony and funny. That would actually make a banger dating sim now that they're saying it.
Wait, I have to look this
That would
up.
be so
Frog
good. Oh, you're gonna love the graphics.
I should actually play it as Mafia.
such a
Oh,
good
it's
one.
so. Oh my god, it's so. I love it.
It's so
Just a little
cute.
guy.
Yeah, he's got long legs. He's
It's
just
so
a frog.
meme-worthy.
Frog Detective is incredible. I played it with Haruka, the third one, because the game is just longer. There are more characters, and she just voiced like a lot of the other characters. It was so, oh my god.
That's adorable, actually.
You even get a
He's so
scooter and
cute.
get to ride around on the scooter.
Yeah, I like him in the little boat.
Yeah.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Flat Stanley.
Oh, you're right.
Blast from the past.
Yeah. No, I
Chit-chat
love
kind of
stuff like
Flat
that.
Stanley. Not too young. For me though, I think Mass Effect 3 needs a, or Mass Effect in general.
Mass Effect.
There's a fan game for Resident Evil 8, which is just a dating visual novel for all
someone
of
in
the
chat
women.
says there's one for
It's
Resident Evil 8,
hilarious.
and it's a dating visual novel for all the women.
Oh.
Interesting. I think Mass Effect would be like super popular if they did that.
Oh yeah, I
Straight
think
up.
Mass Effect would be popular, and I'm surprised the Hoyo games haven't done a dating sim.
You would
aspect.
think.
You would think that seems like big money. That seems like.
Mhm.
Can you imagine, like, oh, now that you've gotten the character, you can now invite them to like dates.
Yeah, don't you have like in Genshin you have a little house, right? So like what if you could invite them over to the house and there's a
really,
dating
for a
sim
little
thing?
date.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Like in some of the more recent Fire Emblem games, you would like invite them over. Remember the tea time mini game?
Yeah.
Like you could invite them over for tea. Oh.
I actually loved that. Oh
That
wait,
would be cute.
ZZZ kind of has that. Chat is saying.
Oh, does
I
it?
didn't know. News to me.
Good. They should get the bag. It's a really good idea, I think.
It is. Capitalize on our love for waifus.
I mean, I feel like when your community draws so much art that's in that vein, like you have to do it, right? You just know.
Also, people are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars to like roll for the character. They obviously love.
They obviously
character.
really like them. Yeah. It would just make them happy, like straight up.
Yeah, they're already like using their credit card. You might as well.
Yeah. I don't know. People love it. I always see. I have friends that will post on like Twitter. They'll post pictures of what is that one game with like the incredibly well modeled men. And there's like one where
Love in Deep
yes,
Space.
that one. I see friends
the way
posting
you described
screenshots.
it. Incredibly modeled and not like
The detail is
really
crazy.
horny game.
I mean that too, but the thing is, there are a lot of those too at the same time. But the popular one, yeah, that one. The number of screenshots that I see people just posting, being like, "I love him," and it's just a picture of him being like, "Ooh," it's like staring at them from a wall. Like, I'm like,
I also love that you just said I love him, but I know that you're talking about Silas.
oh, always. They made that character perfectly. Perfectly crafted. All of the lines they wrote for him.
I haven't even played the game and I love him.
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah. The animations and everything are like crazy. Like I haven't seen too much of the game, but I've seen like little clips. Because friends will be like, "Oh my god, look at this guy," or post it, and it looks like it gets crazy. Like
I want to play it, but I think I would get like secondhand embarrassment on stream because even Baldur's Gate, I kind of was like, "Oh,
yeah."
Yeah. But
oh my
I
god,
think Love in Deep Space is like even a step further.
Yeah, oh for sure. Well, that game is made for like that's the point. Whereas at least Baldur's Gate, you're like, oh, but I still like D&D, guys. Like you have the cover.
I like D&D, but ass. But this is like just.
It's just like all of my interests. You know what I mean? Did you see? I don't know if you know the squid clip with Haruka. Are you aware of this saga?
I am aware of the squid clip.
Yeah, her squid romance.
I had just chatting with her yesterday and I brought it up and she was beside herself. She was so mad.
I will never stop bringing it up.
Yeah, we were talking about like foods and I was like, oh, what kind of foods do you like? And chat was like, she's a seafood enjoyer. And I was like, oh, Haruka, you really like seafood? And she was quiet and then it finally clicked on my side.
I was going to say, I bet she didn't get it at first.
No, I didn't get it. I innocently asked, thinking that she really just liked seafood. She was so mad.
Oh, I love it so much.
Joke that everyone knows. It's this and horses with Michi.
Oh, yeah. She was talking about it earlier. She rated me, and I was like, oh my God, what were you doing today? And they were like, oh, she was learning to growl with Katie. And then like 3 people were like, horse emoji, horse emoji. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, she messaged me, you stinky, you smell like this. And it's that meme of like the 3 dragons, and it's like VTubers lore, VTubers like story, VTubers like live on stream. And I was like, yeah, you smell like this. And it's just like a picture of a horse. Chat helped me with that one.
Oh my God. I love it. Well, they're just endless memes because people have joked about like horse girls from the beginning of time. You know?
Yeah.
I remember, so I'm from a city, I'm from the Northeast, right? So I never encountered horse girls. I didn't like understand it. I didn't know it was a thing. And then I went to college, right? And like people from out of town, people from more rural areas move in. Some girls like super Southern was in class, and she was like, you know, I was going down to Shim. She was talking about farm animals, whatever. She was like, I love my horses. And I realized like she would wear a shirt with a horse on it, like every other day. Her folder that she would bring to class had like pictures of horses on it, and I was like, this is real? I thought it was a joke. I thought this was a thing that people just talked about to be funny. I was like, they exist.
Yeah, a horse girl. What's that like?
Girl,
I have no idea.
Yeah. Wow.
What'd that be like?
Interesting. I just straight up didn't think they were real. I thought people were joking about something that didn't exist.
No, it's true. Is this the moment I tell you that I was a horse girl?
Yeah, I want to know all about it. I wish to understand. Also, corroborated, and I want to say something. I want you to know.
Girl.
I've been renaming everyone's communities, and I've decided that I'm going to call them the Slay Nines.
The Slay Nines.
They're going to be Slay Nines. Yeah. I'm just trying to come up with the most annoying thing to go into people's chats and say. I've decided that Mouse's community are now called the Cheesers with Z's. I'm gonna go into her chat and be like, what up, Cheesers, every time.
Slay Nines. It's actually really cute.
Yeah.
Hi, girl. I hope you had a great time playing Marvel Rivals.
Thanks, Marvel Rivals. Thank you,
That
girl.
girl's a BP main. He's actually a menace as a healer.
I need to play more.
I hear the BP mains.
I've been meaning to get into it. I played like a little bit, and I put it to the side because I was like busy with stuff, and I was like, okay, when I have time, I'm gonna set down everything, and I'm just gonna play Rivals off stream, like when I can.
Let's play.
Yeah, well, I want to. I've been playing a little more. I really like Iron Fist, and all my friends were like, stop.
You guys are both menaces.
I really like it.
Play the menace characters.
Well, I used to play a lot of Overwatch back when it was still fun, and I played Genji. I was like a diamond Genji. That was just my thing. Everyone else, I was like, okay, but I was crazy on Genji. So I think you know, punchy guy, good.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I'm a healer. I'll heal you. I got you.
Yay! I will need that. I will need that very badly. Well, chatters, raiders who came in, we were just about to unveil Ama's history as a horse girl. So.
Yeah.
That was the topic at hand.
That was the topic at hand. Well, unsurprisingly, I was a fancy horse girl. I did Hunter Jumper. Yeah, just doing like shows. I was telling chat that like my childhood bedroom was like all ribbons and trophies and stuff, and I was like really into it. And I wanted like my dream was to like be in the Olympics as like a hunter jumper.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it didn't work out. But yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, very fancy. I liked the fancy. My mom was really into like my mom really loves like we were talking about like fox hunting aesthetic. That was the vibe.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I never had like folders in the shirts and stuff. I was never I separated it.
See, for me, it's a little different. I wasn't like a horse girl ever, but I did, even though I'm from a very dense city, I did actually spend a lot of time hunting. But it was a lot of large game, and because of that, I had a lot of dead animals in my room.
What do you mean like
animal
heads or like like taxidermy?
Yeah, not like freshly dead.
I
save that for later.
Just, like, dead animals in the closet. Don't look in there.
They're in my closet. I'm kidding him. He's my pet. Yeah, no, taxidermy and stuff. I thought it was cool, and I had quite a few. And my mom didn't like them, so she was like, "You're gonna keep that in your room on your wall, so you can look at it." And I was like, "That's fair."
What did you have?
I would rotate them out like every time, because my room was very tiny like shoebox. So I would have one or two things on the wall, and then when I would get something that was like bigger or like more of a trophy that I enjoyed, I would like replace it and then like give the other one to someone. But so I rotated a lot of stuff, but my favorite was I had a bear head for a long time.
A bear head? Now, did you hunt the bear or did you just get the head?
No, I hunted the bear fully.
That's badass.
Yeah, it was only stuff that I did myself. Only stuff that I did myself, not like I would never buy them, you know, like I felt like I wanted to only have it be my own. And I hunted like for food, like we'd always eat everything, or if we didn't eat it, we would donate it to like shelters and stuff.
Right.
So, you know, but if I could keep like the head or like the pelt, I would.
That's kind of badass. No, yeah, ethical. No, I
yeah,
like
for
it.
sure.
That's so cool though. A big bear? Like
yeah, big boy. Well, it was a
brown bear.
That one was a black bear, but it was a pretty big one. So I really wanted to like I didn't turn everything into a trophy, you know. A lot of the time I would just be like, yeah, let's just bury the stuff that's unusable. But with that, it was a big boy, you know. It was a big boy. I was like, I have to keep this one. It's huge.
GEEGA's a certified badass. That's crazy.
I like hunting. I like going outside. Surprisingly.
So cool. See, I would be there, but I'd be like, look, it's a deer. Look how cute it is. And then you'd be like, bam, like right next to me.
Which like, I understand because I also really like animals. And one of the reasons I kind of stopped hunting was because I was like I didn't stop. I'll still like occasionally go, but I was like, I'll just do it for meat occasionally. I'm not like, they're cute, you know, they're cute.
They are cute. I know.
Yeah. But somebody's got to take them out sometimes. You know what I mean? It's too many deer.
Look how cute it is. Look how cute it was.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Like you're so delicious, but your face is nice too. So
No,
you
I
know,
feel it.
I'm torn.
No, we eat meat. There has to come from somewhere. You might as well do it yourself in a super, you know, ethical way.
Exactly.
Without all the processes and all the emissions from all the everything.
The everything, yeah.
The everything.
And it was nice because I got really like country experiences, even though like I'm not from the country. So I would go out to like middle of nowhere, someone's farm that some guy knows. He'd be like, we got a lot of vermin on the farm, we need them taken out. And we just we'd be like, all right.
yeah, I mean that's the way it should be done, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those animals like live a full life in the wild and stuff. It's not like they're, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. So where did the bear head, do you still have the bear head?
No, I eventually gave it to somebody. Someone really wanted it, and they were like, I always wanted a bear head. And I was moving out, and I was like, I really don't want to take my bear head with me. I'm just gonna, like, I've had it forever. I'm good.
So cool though.
Like I still like stuff like that, but I got over like having things like that, you know. I was just like, okay.
Yeah. I know you've been staring at you. I get it.
Yeah. I used to decorate it for holidays. So if like Christmas was coming up, I would put like a Christmas hat on it, like a little Santa hat.
Beard and a Christmas hat. That's so cute.
Yeah, on the antlers I would hang little ornaments.
St. Patty's Day, just like it's my leprechaun bear.
I would do it for every single holiday. Yeah.
Did you ever like use the pelt for like clothing to make like a jacket or like a cape?
I had a lot of like capes and hats and things. Hats especially. They were the best.
Cool. And I can't help but see that you have fur on your outfit. Did you hunt that creature? Yeah.
I did. I killed it.
Nice.
The only problem was like you have to care for it. And you have to really try hard to like keep it intact when it's a real pelt, and that's annoying. I'd rather just have fake fur every time.
That's so true. Yeah. I feel that.
Always.
I think the only time it's nice is when it's like a vintage piece that like, you know.
Exactly.
Super old. Yeah.
Some of my chat said instead of elf on a shelf, it's bear on the stairs.
Bear on the wall.
How much do you know about elf on a shelf?
Elf on a shelf? Yeah, I know. It's like the thing that you do for kids, and
I don't like fully understand it because it came about after my time as a child for sure, right? And I just find it creepy. Every time I look at it, I hate it. And I have like a lot of cousins that have a lot of kids and things, and I interact with them a lot, and they're always like, oh my god, the elf moved, and I'm like, that elf looks like it's gonna kill somebody. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks.
Have you seen like the videos and stuff where like parents get like really creative?
Yo, yeah.
And, like do like the flower footprints and stuff.
Yeah, no, they go in. I think it's really nice because you can make it really fun for the kid. But I've also seen some where they're like, I'm going to traumatize my kid. And then they go and they make like a horror scene.
Actually, it does look really terrifying.
Yeah. I think if it's like an older kid, you can do that though. You know, like they know it's not real. So you just do like a whole thing. I think it's fun.
It's like traumatizing little kids about being on the naughty list, you know? It's just like a different,
Yeah.
a different level.
I like that. You need to put the fear of God in them sometimes, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
sometimes
Be good.
Yeah, you're like, Santa won't like you. And then they're like, oh, I'm going to be good when no one's looking now. Santa's always watching.
Have you seen that meme of that kid that writes to Santa and he's like, listen here, biatch. Like, yeah, like because like the kid's been really nasty, so like the parent makes like a fake letter to him from Santa being like, you better be good or you're on the naughty list. The kid like writes back and he's like, listen here. And he's like so nasty. And then Santa writes back again and he's like, Jeremy, like we do not use that language. And then like the kid writes back again. Oh, it's Kevin versus Santa apparently.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's so cute. It's like my favorite thing.
Yeah. I never had the experience of growing up thinking Santa was real because I knew the moment Santa existed in my mind that he wasn't real.
Right.
I never had that, and I always wonder, like, would that have changed me? Is that formative for kids?
You know, I had a younger sibling growing up, so I learned of Santa early on.
Yeah.
If kids are listening, one, go away, and two,
one, get out.
But I learned early because I had to help my mom like bring out all the gifts stuff early on.
That makes sense.
But
yeah.
I just heard her rustling around at like 3 a.m. and I was like, what's going on? Thought I was gonna catch Santa. I caught my mom
with the bag of presents and it's like a garbage bag she took out of the closet.
Like, what are you doing? She's like, shh, quiet.
Oh, yeah. I think I had older and younger siblings, and my older siblings just immediately were like, oh yeah, he's not real. Just immediately, like so anticlimactic. Someone said something about Santa, and my mom wasn't like trying to trick me or anything. She was just like, she'll find out. However, I just remember like my earliest memory being like, oh, the presents, something, the presents, and a bunch of cousins were like, oh my god, Santa brought them, and one of my brothers just leans in and is like, they don't know he's not real. And I was like, yeah. So I don't know when I knew that he wasn't real, but like that's my earliest formed memory of being like, yeah, he's not real.
You were like, wait a second.
Yeah.
For me, it was my grandpa always dressed up as Santa, like to come like on Christmas Eve. And right before, like I was almost the age where I should learn that Santa is not real, but I hadn't quite learned yet, but I was getting really like suspicious about it. So like really, and I was the oldest out of like all my cousins, my brother and everything. Like I was the eldest. And so I got really suspicious and I was a little detective, I thought. And I was like, well, where's Grandpa?
Yeah.
Why does Santa sound like Grandpa? And all the parents had to be like, Amanda, quiet.
And you're like so proud of yourself too. You're like, oh.
Well, where is he? Why? I've never seen Grandpa and Santa in the same room.
It's like the same energies when a kid watches Dora the Explorer. She's like, where is it? And they're like, it's there. It's there.
Exactly. So I think I had to be told after that because I was getting too loud with it.
Oh my god. You're ruining the magic.
No. Truly. Like when you sound check him and he'd be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Too great.
I remember one of my grandfathers, we tried to put a Santa hat on him, and he was like, I don't know. He's very curmudgeonly, like man of few words, you know. He was just like, Santa ain't real. You can go to the mall. I just remember him like grumbling a lot, and we were like, okay.
Oh, did he play Santa, like grumpy Santa?
Never. He never. He would like, if I put a Santa hat on his head, he'd like laugh and put it on my head, but like he wouldn't wear it. He wouldn't do it. He'd be like, haha, okay, you know.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it.
I think that must be so much fun to like lie to your kids, like in a fun way, you know, in a fun like little silly, like we got them,
non-harmful ones. Yeah. It is something I always tell this story to my chat. I, again, have a lot of cousins with a lot of kids, and their kids will always ask me questions, and usually I answer them like I don't sugarcoat things. I just tell them how it is. I treat them almost like adults when I talk to them, you know? So they'll always come up to me and they'll be like, hey, can you, like, what is this? What is that? And one of them was like really little, and we were at someone's wake, you know, and they were like, what is something something, like, why do you bury bodies? And I look at my brother and he looks at me, and we are terrible. We both give each other this look, and we concoct this story because this kid was like 3. He was like very little, so we weren't going to tell him like the truth or anything. That's for later, you know. So we tell him that we were like, well, you know how the earth has layers? He was like, yeah. And we were like, how do you think the outer layer stays up? We have to bury people, and their skeletons hold up. They stand like this with their arms up, and they hold up the crust so that you can walk on it. That's why there's sinkholes sometimes, and that's why we have to constantly be burying more. And he was like, that makes so much sense. He was like, oh, okay.
How did you think of that?
Me and my brother we would just each say like one more sentence, and then the next person would say another sentence, and we just crafted this like awful story.
You wrote the plot of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was so funny. This kid was like, okay, and then he just accepted that, and he forgot because he was 3, and 3-year-olds forget everything. It was great.
The way that would have like stayed with me until I was 30. Like the way I would have remembered that forever. I would have just been thinking about stepping on like corpse hands every time I walk the earth.
Skeleton hands.
Yeah, skeleton hands, like
you
holding
raise me up as you're walking.
Exactly. Like, please, those skeletons below me, please don't give away.
Oh my god.
Please stay strong.
I love it. I remember him sometime later, like vaguely remembering, but he didn't remember specifics. He's like, didn't you tell me something about like why like we bury? And we were like, oh yeah. And then we told him like the truth.
Oh. That's when you gasp something, you're like, no?
What I said that? I wouldn't say that.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
So stupid. It was so stupid.
Well, that's the job of like elder cousins. You gotta be a little mean. You gotta bully them a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Especially, you know, when you're one of the older ones and you're always babysitting the others, you need something to keep yourself sane, right? Yeah. And the only thing you can enjoy is tricking them because you feel like your time has been wasted. You're like, I'm watching all these kids, you know, lamenting. Yeah.
I think you also see that your parents tricked you growing up, and you're like, now it's my turn.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I live for it.
I live for it too. It's really hysterical. So my chat said, that's why you don't step on cracks. It makes sense now.
She was tricked.
Sounds like some villain origin stuff. I mean, it all worked out.
My parents didn't really try to trick me with anything because a couple of my grandparents were like very much like that. So on my mom's side, that grandpa would always be telling us stuff that was just so incredibly not true and like trying to trick us and whatever. He's a very smart man, and like, you know, we like wanted to believe him on everything. So he would just always do this, and then my parents would be like undoing all of it. So their full-time job was being like, no, there are not skeletons holding up the crust of the earth, you know, and like explaining every little thing.
That's who I want to be. I want to be the cool aunt that everyone's like, don't listen to her. Don't.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Exactly. It just turned into very like, oh, you kind of thing with him every time. When I got older, every time my grandfather would say anything, I'd be like, can you cite a source? Can you tell me where? Point to this. Yeah. So funny.
Yeah. Like the fun uncle. Exactly. That's the vibes I want.
Yeah. I heard someone the other day refer to that as a funkle, and I don't like it, but I want to share that because I want all of you to feel my pain, because like they were like, someone in chat said something fun uncle, and someone else was like, yeah, I'm the funkle in my family, and I was like, what? I don't like it.
Uncle, it's like a fungus. It sounds like a bad term.
Yeah, it sounds like a disease or a fungus or like something you shouldn't eat, right? Like, don't eat that.
It sounds like a word that you would give to one of the VShojo members' chats. You guys are now the funkles.
Do you want to hear the ones we came up with?
Oh, please tell me.
We have some good ones. We have some really good ones. I basically, some of them I didn't rename, but some of them I felt like how can we make this worse? You know, what can we do here?
So you're giving nicknames to all of the Shoujo members' chats.
Yes, and that way I can call them that whenever I go into their chats to annoy them. So
I love it.
Now a perfect one is Kuro calls Hestia. So Hestia, she has the happies or like, you know, like happy something.
Aww.
She'll use like a prefix. He calls them the Hesticles. So now I'm gonna call them the Hesticles, right?
Hesticles is good. I will also call them the Hesticles.
Yeah, we have a few that are like already like that. Nagi has been calling hers the AmaLee, and I'm gonna call them the Hamroids. I think that's good. Peke had a totally different word. We're calling them peckers. No C. Peckers.
Peckers? Got
Yeah. Where are my peckers at? Hotaru also has one, but she loves her hot dog model. And when she wears it, she puts it on, she calls it herself like Hota dog. So we're going to call them the Hota dogs. Her whole community is going to be the Hota dogs.
Dog model. It is cute.
It's really cute. We got to get you one.
I know. I told chat that I would be a dog.
Yeah. I'm team hot dog personally. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
We need it. A few of them I didn't change. Mouse is the little cheesers. I decided Zen's community is going to be the Zenemies. They're all my Zenemies.
Wait, do you have a name for yours? Besides
mine is the Geegoids.
The Geegoids. Cute,
yeah, I didn't name them that. I didn't name them anything at all, actually. Well, Jabroni Mike named them. So he has this thing where when someone's being really stupid in his chat, he calls them a chatoid, right? And he has like this whole emote of like a guy with a dent in his head, and it's a chatoid. And that's like, you know, he'll call people out who are being like stupid in chat. So when I would raid, he wouldn't know what to call my community. So he just kind of defaulted because he always says chatoid. He was like, oh, is that the Geegoids? And he started adding oids to like everything after the chatoid thing. So now my community were like, oh, that's so good. We're going to be the Geegoids. And like, it just happened. And I didn't.
I like Geegoids. Sounds like little like minions.
I like it. It also kind of sounds like a disease. You can be like, yeah, I have Geegoids. I like it a lot. It's cute. Matara's was so when she first debuted in these shoujo, she was like doing the community, hey, what should we name the community thing, right? She was doing that with her chat, and they came up with momos in the end, but I was typing all caps over and over, infesties, and she was like, I like it, but we're gonna go with momos. So now I'm just gonna keep calling them infesties forever.
Infesties.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She can never run away from it. And then your community. Okay. So your name is AmaLee. Okay. We're taking the Lee from it.
Can't wait for this.
Leroy Jenkins.
No!
And they are all individually Leroy, and they're all going to call each other Leroy. And when they get into chat, they're going to be like, what's up, Leroy? How are you today? That's what we decided.
No! They're all just individual Leroys.
Yeah, they're all Leroy. And when you talk to your chat and they're like, hey, I think this, you be like, I agree, Leroy. Thank you. It's great. It's perfect branding. You're welcome.
I don't have to remember anybody's name because they're all just Leroy. It's perfect.
Yeah. I know a couple of streamers that will call their chats by one singular name.
That's so
They'll
funny.
be like, thanks, Jeff. Great one. Good joke, Jeff.
I can't wait to do all of my signed prints that are now available at
Leroy.
Shoujo.com/AmaLee and just write to Leroy 300 times. I can't wait.
Everyone, name field, they all write Leroy. It's gonna be good. But yeah, we have a few more, but those are my personal favorites. I'm very excited to go into Mouse's chat and be like, where my cheesers at? She's gonna hate it.
Who are we missing? Who's still cooking on?
I've got one for all of them realistically. Some of them I didn't change. I didn't change Mel's science team because it's just funny. Like, it's perfect as it is. They're just there for science. I didn't change. Michi has the foreskins, of course.
Yeah.
The number 4, can't change that. Kenya's got the hentai. Can't change that.
I know, they're good.
Yeah. There's a few that I didn't change, so they're just solid.
Hey Leroy, are you in chat?
Leroy, are you here? Can you wave hi really quick?
Leroy, can you just say that you're here?
Yeah, just checking.
We're gonna roll call. We're gonna roll call the class.
Yeah.
Leroy, Leroy?
Are you here?
Is Leroy here?
It's my favorite.
Oh,
I
is she
thought
really
about that
cool?
when I first started streaming. I was like, I think I want to do that, and I never did. I like genuinely intended to. I was like, yeah, I'll do that one day. And of course, you get used to calling your chat. It just doesn't happen, you know?
Yeah.
But I wanted to
It's
do that bit.
natural.
Oh well.
Is Michi's really called? Does she really call her fan base the Foreskins?
I guess so. I've only ever heard that name when people are like referring to themselves as like chatters. I really early on she was doing like scammers, but with a B, scammers.
Oh, scammers. Yeah, makes
But
sense.
they never took to it the way they would just say foreskins every time. Like someone in my chat is like, foreskins rise up, huzzah, you know?
I know. Sometimes you try to give them a name, which is why I actually never named my fan base until recently. Because I was like, I don't know what to call you guys. We'll figure out what sticks.
I like that you've done things for outfits. Someone was bringing up earlier, like for the siren kind of vibe. You were calling some of them guppies.
Yeah, guppies.
I like
now
that.
they're my goons.
Yeah. I like the
all
theming.
They're just spamming foreskins rise up in chat.
Yeah, mine too. Oh, it's
boy.
So funny.
My blubs. Yeah, my little fishies.
Oh,
yep.
I like that. I loved the siren outfit. I loved it so much.
I loved it too. I have to now. So she has a gun. Siren has like a water gun that I could like spray chat with. It was like the cutest thing that I worked so hard on. But they asked me, they're like, "Do you want to hold the actual gun?" I went, "It might be against TOS, but I think I need it now because chat needs to be held at gunpoint." I think
this is my guess. I think the TOS thing with the gun is more so if you're doing like the rules of gun safety, right? So you're like pointing it away. And your fingers like if it's on the trigger but you're pointing it away, like then it's okay.
Okay.
From what I understand. I don't know if that's the written down solid rule, but I've just noticed that like that's what they seem to care about the most. Is that like you're displaying gun safety. You know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha.
So mine, I am very much so pointing it away from myself.
Wait, let me see yours.
Yeah. It's like this.
Yeah, they don't want a persona action. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I like.
Fire it.
That is nice. Oh, wait, the animation's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, that's sick.
It's a flintlock.
I like. Very fancy.
Yeah. But I very much so hold it pointing in the opposite direction of myself. And that's like, I think that's really what they care about. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
If you had it in your other hand towards me, it would be bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. I gotcha.
It's also fictional.
Yeah,
so it's you know,
so true. Yeah, it's not like we're showing like a real gun. Yeah, I got you.
Very different. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to get it done soon.
Yeah,
oh, your chat's scattering. Scatter.
They're like, no. I always joke that if I position myself a certain way and I shoot and it like shoots at the chat, whichever chatter it hits is the person who will get like timed out.
I know. I have like a Tangia overlay, and there's like one emote of like a really creepy like guy reaching for chat. I'm like, who's he gonna get? Who's he gonna get? Who does he grab? But it's funny to time them out as if they died. You'll get revived. Don't worry. Don't worry, Leroy.
You'll be okay, Leroy. You'll be okay, Mr. Jenkins.
Here, I'm gonna move my chat up. Fire your gun at will. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be?
You think about that? Who'd I get? I
think you got Nightbot. I'm not
gonna lie. 07 Leroy Nightbot. He was such a good warrior. He was so wonderful. One of the top goons, but unfortunately, he had to go. He just had to go.
Oh, Leroy Nightbot, you will be missed.
He was potentially the best chatter.
Your skeleton will hold up the Earth's mantle.
Yeah, you will be doing a service for the crust. Don't worry. This had to happen. We needed more bodies. Thank you.
Oh my god, too funny. Bringing it back.
I'm just gonna enter it into my official lore.
Yeah. I gotta get one.
Oh, yeah.
Leroy. Gone too soon.
You could do like Hime's. I really like Hime's because she just points her gun straight at the screen.
Yeah.
Like straight forward.
That's what Siren had. Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too. Gotta get it done. I know. I'm mad that I didn't do it.
Yeah. You should get the little flag that comes out of the gun, the very Looney Tunes thing where it comes out and it's like pow.
That's cute, actually.
I love
it. Mafia to like threaten you, and then it just be like a fake. That's really cute, actually. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, I like that. I like doing really ultra cartoony things, you know. And I feel like
fun.
Yeah, it is fun. That's the joy of VTubing, is you can do stuff like that. I think we should do that more. I need an outfit that's just stupid.
Yeah, you were saying that you want more goofy toggles and stuff.
Yeah.
What would
I have one.
What would you get?
See?
Yeah,
ready. Me when I'm evil. Me when I'm a bad guy. Ooh. Ooh. I'm a villain.
Oh my God, I want it so badly. I love it.
I'm evil.
I need it in my life. It's so beautiful. Wow, GEEGA, you're just really gorgeous. What a gorgeous.
Thanks.
Has anyone done fan art of that face?
I wish they would. You know, it's me in my element.
Fan artist. The real GEEGA has arrived.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. I know. I want like a comical crying face, like with like really big eyes.
Oh yeah. I love stuff like that. It's very. I mean, even an anime like
so normal.
Right. The whiplash.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very anime, very like Konosuba faces.
Yeah, because even when they have a serious scene, everything's drawn beautifully. In a lot of anime, they'll still have a moment where a character just goes like full cartoon mode, kind of in between. I feel like that's a lot of the joy of anime. That's what a lot of people like about it. So
yeah, the flexibility, very One Piece, going from like heartfelt moments to
to that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mel has one too. Oh my God,
She has some funny ones. She's some really good ones. Zen too has a couple faces that are like ultra cartoony.
Zen has whole models that are. I love her little lizard model.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Good. I've been meaning to get I'm working on finding the right person for it, but I want to get my little butler Boris. I want to get him as like a really good model.
Really? Oh, I like it.
I want to have him be like the little TTS pet, but I also just want to like be him sometimes. You know what I mean?
That's true. I just want to be Boris. Yeah. I gotta get a little TTS pet. I have a design for a mascot. Yeah. Because every VTuber now just automatically gets like has a mascot in their design. I just never did one. Is your little butler guy, is that your mascot, or do you have another mascot?
I it's him. So I always had mascots, but they were in my community. We've got 3 factions, right? So I've got like 3 little guys, one for each, and then there was like a second generation. It's like Pokemon starters almost, right? Where there's like different little guys fitting each faction. I always did that, but there wasn't like one that's just my mascot. So later, I hired Boris as my butler, and he's my mascot now.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hello, Boris. Thank you so much for the tea.
I let people draw outfits for him, so like when he's on my screen, I can change it. Right now, he's on my screen with a glorp hoodie on, and he's just
like a little alien.
Cute. Someone made like a hat that's just a corn hat. He just looks like a giant ear of corn. Like they make him so cute.
Adorable Boris in like a frog outfit. Next.
Yeah, it's so good. He's just a little glorp.
I gotta get one. I gotta get a little mascot. I have like a little design of like a little fat caterpillar.
Wait, I like that. Yeah, because you have the whole butterfly theming. Oh my God.
Yeah, you last drew it for me forever ago and was like, you can have it. And I was like, but it hasn't worked yet with a model. But I really wish I had done a toggle with like Monarch, like with it on like her lap, stroking it like a cat.
Oh, that would be cute. Yeah, if it's especially because it's a caterpillar, if it's like cat-like in the way it moves. Oh.
Right.
I love that.
Like very
like put him on your shoulder like a worm, around your neck like a snake.
You've come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Exactly. Oh my God, that's right. You wanted to do a New York accent. You said something. That line reminded me.
I know. I tweeted Nags. I actually didn't realize that Nags is from that area. So
Nags is from like Staten Island, Manhattan. He's got a heavy accent. I'm actually from that area, and I actually have a really strong accent when I talk to my family. But my stream knows, like my chat knows, when I'm on the internet, like my accent normalizes for the most part. There's still remnants, but it goes away. And then I'll stream with nags, and suddenly they're like, "What happened to you? You transformed into like a 45-year-old Italian man." And I'm like, I can't help it.
Can you put it on? Can I hear?
Yeah, I could talk like this the whole time if you want. This is what I used to talk like forever. Like I just always sounded like this, and actually it was like stronger sometimes, but this is just it.
Oh, I know. I like the canonic, like, like my boys.
My boys. A lot of the accent is kind of like they make it really like cartoony when people put it on, and it's very not real. It's very like
I want the not real one.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
There are some people that have like really strong accents like that exist like that, but they're usually not one generation down Italian. They're usually like 2 or 3. And that's the whole thing. Like it's, you know, they have the really strong accent because they're more New York than they are Italian.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very fair, very fair. Yeah. My family's Italian, but it's like skipped my generation. I'm like, no.
I feel like it's more regional than it is like anything to do with where you come from once you're that many generations down.
So true.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. Also, a lot of families just like stopped doing the accent or the language.
It's true.
My family did, yeah.
I like actively worked on getting rid of mine because when you're in a corporate environment, right? I used to work in business for a long time, in tech for a long time. And when you're in that kind of environment, the more of an accent you have, the more people don't take you seriously, or they think that you're like stupid, or you know, they like assume things. And the less of an accent you have, the more you get taken seriously by people on like the West Coast or stuff like that. So for me, I kind of like worked really hard on like getting rid of it, but you know, now I don't think it matters.
No, I don't think people care anymore. I see at one point it would have been yeah.
Yeah,
I do hear it every now and then.
It's like
now that you're pointing it out.
Almost hard for me to like keep it up when I'm not talking to someone with a Northeast accent, though. It just goes away. I start to like mimic whatever I'm talking to, you know?
Right, because you're comfy. You're like, I get that. You're like, I don't have to cover anymore.
Yeah.
You just feel like wait, is it easy to put it on, like, or do you feel like you have to like actually like focus on
it is, but I have to focus a little bit for certain quirks to stay. It depends. It depends. Some quirks will stay no matter what I do, and then other ones like I have to think to make it work. But then if I talk to like my family, it just happens, you know?
Right. That's so fair.
It's
that actually happened to a
yeah.
Go ahead.
The vowels. The vowels are easy to keep up with no matter who I'm talking to, like talking, you know, like that. But then when I talk to someone, the consonants don't always come through. So if I leave off an R here and there, I'll do that inconsistently.
Oh,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. Probably like when you hear it back, you're like, oh wait, interesting.
Yeah. It's weird. It's weird that it's just the vowels that stay like really consistently without trying.
Interesting. Yeah, no, this happened to a friend of mine growing up. She was actually the lie of Lee and Lee originally, and she's really British. She had a very posh accent, but whenever she spoke to me, she had an American accent. So we'd be hanging out, and she'd turn to her mom to say something super posh, and then she'd turn back to me and speak perfect American accent, and I'd be like, "No, speak I want to learn the accent." I was like, "Can you just start speaking in your normal accent around me?" She's like, "I Amanda, I can't. Like, I physically."
Yeah. It's tough. I have friends that do the same thing, and they're like, can you go like full accent on me? And depending on what their accent is, I kind of like, I can do it for a bit, but I have to think really hard sometimes. But your accent's really neutral, so I don't have to like think. But if they sound like ultra West Coast, very like LA, then I have to like try hard.
Right. That happens to me with people with a Southern accent. I'm not from that area. I only live in Texas for a few years.
Right.
But the Southern accent does something to my brain where I switch over immediately.
Yep. I get that.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I'm like, I'm not Southern. I swear. I don't know why my brain does this to me.
I'm just going out on the farm today.
I'm like, y'all, we got to go this way, y'all.
I just do it to my my British friends. When they start talking, I start getting really obnoxious. Like, you need some fucking petrol in your car. I get some petrol. I start doing that. Yeah. That's my favorite.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the mannerisms. I think that's just like being human. Is we want to like, we just want to like fit in around us. So it's just like a natural autopilot thing. Yeah, the strawberry.
That's right.
Love me a good straw.
Straws. I have a lot of friends that are from the UK, especially, you know, when you're in New York, you have a lot of people from Europe living there. So many of my friends with different accents, but I still don't know like which is which. I can be like, that's posh, that's Essex, that's probably Northern, but that's it. Like I can't pick out all these little ones. That's really tough for me. I don't know how they do that at all.
I think it's like a thing because I remember I was talking to another actor who does a lot of English accents, and they're like all regional, and so
yeah,
I remember they were mentioning they were like in a session and like the director wanted like an English accent, and he's like, yeah, but like what area? Like, well, give me a street, and I'll I got you.
That's funny.
It's like street to street it can change, which is just crazy.
They have that in New York a lot too. There's a lot of accents that are very like, I can hear someone talk and I can tell kind of what area they were probably from.
Manhattan. Interesting.
Yeah, and even then, Brooklyn's really big. Really big. Like it's the size. It's just huge. It's its own city as far as population and geographically everything. So when someone's from one side, I can just usually tell. But also a lot of neighborhoods are very like certain types of people live there, you know, certain like immigrant neighborhoods and things and everything. So I will just hear it and I'll be like, hey, I know you're not Colombian, but I know you grew up in this neighborhood because there's so many Colombian people and you speak like in this way, you know, and it reminds me of them, that kind of thing. It's really interesting. So you can kind of clock people like within two neighborhoods.
So that's so freaky actually. Like,
yeah.
I know where you
live. Yeah. I have one quirk of my accent that I don't do too often on stream because I feel like it's so like identifying. So I just kind of that one I let it drop off.
Which one?
I won't say. It's just one of those ones where it's like so specific, and I feel like if I do it, people will be like, they'll start to like narrow it.
Oh no! Oh, got you. Oh, I see. No, it's my apologies. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Secret.
Yeah, I keep that one on the down low.
Understandable. That's so crazy that an accent can like pinpoint. It's actually kind of freaky, not gonna lie.
But I will say though, people are wrong all the time. When people try to clock New York accents, they're wrong. There's some people that figure it out because they're from like New York, but they usually only get it right if they grew up in Queens or Brooklyn. People that are from Manhattan like never get it right, so I'm not worried about that.
Maybe you can also figure like deduct it from that as well. Be like, but I know where you're from.
Exactly. You're Upper West Side, right? You pick them out.
Yeah. The accent docs is so crazy though.
Yeah. But then again, it's such a dense city. If someone's like, "Oh, you're from this area," I'd be like, "Okay, all right, needle in a haystack still."
The only place in the U.S. like that has so many different accents in one kind of small little area.
Yeah, maybe kind of like Boston. It's all northeastern cities, right? So like Boston kind of has that, Philly kind of has that, but
true.
It's just New York.
There's a lot in New York. Yeah. Interesting.
Right now we have a ton of people moving in that are from Nepal specifically. It's so like so specific, and you've never heard of a lot of people from Nepal immigrating over, but all of a sudden we have that. And, you know, every now and then there's just like a good chunk of people from one spot that move in. So you end up learning the quirks of things like how they speak, whatever. There's a bunch of people from Bhutan as well, and half of them that I've met, they're all named Pema. So many of them have the same first name. It's one of the, like you learn all these quirks.
Leroy, everyone's Pema. Everyone's Leroy.
Yes. A ton of them are just named Pema, and I'm like, why are you all named Pema? There's nothing wrong with it, but it's so many of you. And then you know, I would meet all these different people, and they'd be like, this is Pema, this is my brother Pema, this is my dad Pema, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to remember you guys, but like it's gonna be hard. Pema 1, Pema 2.
Forget their name, just say Pema, and you might be right.
Half the room will turn and be like, yeah.
Like that's great.
It's cute.
You don't have to yell fire. You have to just yell Pema.
Pema. There's so many.
Pema and Leroy.
How do their like families remember? What do they do?
Maybe
Do they?
they don't have to remember. Maybe it just makes it easy.
Yeah.
A lot of families like always name like the firstborn son after the dads. They're just like, you know, like a John the 20th or whatever.
John
you know?
the 1st, John the 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like passed down. Maybe it's just like an unspoken.
Do you like family names like that, like keeping that tradition, or do you feel like that's very like? Meh?
I think it's confusing because then you have to go by like Junior. You're like John Junior, John Senior,
and then they feel like little. That's the problem I see with it.
John the other day, it's like, well, which one? Which John? What are we talking? It's a very different visual.
Yeah, I have a friend who was that like, you know, for John Jr. and he hated being called Junior, and everyone would be like, oh,
yeah,
and he said that he was like, I don't like Junior, can we change it? And then his family started saying Little John.
That's so
And
much
he was
worse.
like, no, it's Little John. Like a little guy. Oh, I hated that. I felt so bad.
John, the bigger John hates Senior. John Senior also sounds so old.
Big strong John and little wimpy John. Like
Baby John.
Wimpy John. It's so stupid.
I like when the name is taken and changed a little bit. Like so it's like inspiration from but isn't.
Right.
Like
I like when they do the same letter.
Yeah, like that or like adding to like Kyle or Kyler, like, you know, like this like just a little change where it's like it's inspired by, but we've changed it a little bit.
I think that's
Jonathan
cute.
or John, you know.
A lot of people do the middle name as well. Like they'll just use it as the middle name, and then the next generation someone will use it as the first name, and they like skip it.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I feel like that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, Little John. Oh, it doesn't make me think of what Robin Hood. That's so true.
Oh my god, I missed that movie.
Little John. I know, a flashback, a blast from the past even.
What a good one. I say it to my cat because I'm a crazy person. I walk around, I have 2 cats. I walk around and I talk to them. And when Wolfie is sitting on his cat tree and he blinks at me, sometimes I go, hey, Blinkin'. And I just say that to him. And he just blinks at me. And it's just a reference to the movie. I just go, hey, Blinkin'. And he just, you know, does the cat thing.
You only have 2 cats?
Yeah.
Do you have other pets?
No, just
I
the
want
2
cats.
cats.
So badly.
You should get them.
I want a cat. I want a cat. I have 2 dogs, and one of them is he's very ornery. He would definitely kill the cat. So I have to wait. But cats are on the horizon for me for the future. I've been following like local, because in LA there's so many like cats that are like on the streets and stuff. There's so many like rescues. So I've been following some, and I just love I love me a crunchy kitten. Like there's like, you know, just like they take a photo of the cat, and the cat is like milk high and like
they're scrungly.
They're just so scrunchy, and I'm like, no, you're a mess. I want you.
Yeah, I used to do on the weekends. I used to do cat rescue. That was the thing, and I fostered a little bit, but I mostly did the TNR portion, which is like going out and like trapping them and trapping a lot of feral ones to get them spayed, and then you neuter them or whatever, and you return them so they're not having a billion babies, but they get to live with it where they need to live. So I was doing that. I was like getting them fixed. And we would take the kittens from them if they were old enough to be separated. Sometimes we keep the mother with them for a while and then separate, because feral mothers really don't care at a certain point. They're like, get out, you know? So we take them and get them processed and whatever. So that meant that I was like bottle feeding some of them if we had to take them from a sick mother, or, you know, and they were so scrunkly, and they like stumble around because they can't walk yet.
Like the sentient cotton balls.
Yeah, they're so cute. I really love them.
Do you ever have like a foster fail, or any of your cats foster fails?
No, actually my 2 cats are, the first one they got, Nucky, I got him from a friend's house. She was taking care of this cat outside, and they figured that this cat couldn't have kittens because she never did. Like usually they have kittens every year almost if they're feral and they're female. But she never did, so they're like, oh, someone probably TNR'd her, you know, she's probably like fine. And like 6 years into having this cat that they fed, she just randomly came back pregnant one day, and they were like, I guess she just hadn't run into anyone, or she like was a great fighter or something, you know? So they were like, okay, we gotta do something. They take the kittens as soon as it's like fine to do so. And there were 3 of them, and I took 2 of them. So one of them that I have that one. And then the other one was, I was living with my brother at the time, and he has him now. He actually has him. Like, he lives far away, but he sends me pictures, and he's like, look at him. But the two of them weren't really like that bonded. They really didn't care about each other. So so I move out.
You were able to separate them.
Yeah, they were totally fine with it. I move out, and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna get my own place because my brother's moving farther away. I'm gonna just get my own spot that I like, where I want it, and I'm gonna bring my cat, and I'm gonna get him a friend because he's never lived alone. I think he needs that. So I went and signed papers for another cat that I found through another foster group, like, you know, like the ones you keep your eyes on. He was like an 8-month-old kitten, so he's a little bigger. And he looked like an adult, so no one was adopting him because they all, when they like show him, they thought he was fully an adult. And people don't like adopting adult cats. But he was actually a kitten. He was just a big boy. And I was like, oh, I kind of want him. He was fuzzy and cute and gray. And I was like, okay, I'll take him. So I signed the paper. And the plan was I was going to move into my new place and bring my first cat, Nucky, with me and have him in there. And then a week later, after he settled in, I go and I get Wolfie and I bring him in. And I was like, oh, he's going to have a really rough week because it's just going to be me and him. He's not going to have a cat friend. It's going to be a new place, whatever. I drop him in there and he has the greatest week of his life. He's like, I love being alone. I love monopolizing you and no one else is here. And I was like, shit, like, why did I get another cat? Why did I do this? So I bring Wolfie in a week later and he's like, oh, and he just looked like so upset. he was like, oh, because he loves
being an only child.
Yeah, because he wants to monopolize me. He's attached to me at the hip. My chat hears him all the time meowing in the background. He's always like walking in front of me and I lose tracking because he's like literally in front of my face. And like, and they know he's like on my lap all the time. I'll put the mic on him, he's purring, you know. He's just like a clinger, and I didn't need a second cat, but I wanted one.
Do they get along though now?
They do. They get along really well. You know, he didn't dislike him. He was just like, oh, I want to prioritize you. But the cat that I got likes other cats. He likes me too, but he likes other cats. So what happens is when I'm streaming or if I was like working in my old job, whatever, they would play together and keep each other busy, and they wouldn't like miss me being there and like having attention on them all the time. So it worked out.
That's good then.
Yeah. It was good.
And I think I would get 2 cats too, because I'd be like,
have you been like keeping up with like foster groups and stuff, keeping an eye out?
I know. I'm just because my 2 dogs are very bonded. Like, if I take one of them to the vet, the other one loses their goddamn mind in the house. I can like hear them howling like when I'm pulling out from the driveway. Like, you're gonna be fine. We're gonna be right back. You're gonna be fine. He's like, don't leave me. How dare you take him and not me?
Oh, do you take them out together all the time? Like, do you go places?
No, I can't take them together. They're like little menaces. You have to take them up. You have to take them apart. Like, they're so good apart, but they're like, they just don't listen to you when they're together. I don't know. I think their thoughts are just too loud.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. Yeah, they cannot be walked together either. I have to walk them separately.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are like that. They just go crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys, but alone's so good. I don't get it.
My last dog was like that too. I would take her out and she'd be fine if I brought her. Like, I had a lot of neighbors, you know, that had dogs, whatever. And if we needed to walk anyone and we had to walk anyone together, it was not possible. It was not possible because they just wanted to play with each other and play with everything, and they were super excited. And like, when I would walk my dog alone, if she saw a squirrel, she wouldn't bolt. But then if I had 2 of them, she'd see a squirrel, she'd be like, ooh, because she was just already excited. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Like a race when they're together, it's like they're racing. I'm like, there's a nice relaxing walk, please. They're pulling me the entire way.
Yep. Yeah, it's a drag, not a walk.
Yeah. I'm like, that is not fun. I'm taking you guys separate.
Yeah. I do miss having a dog. I do. But I think being a streamer, because I'm just like sitting at this computer all the time, I'm good with the cats.
No, I have like a person that comes in, like, because Ghost is like an athlete and I'm not an athlete. Like, I love a good workout, I love a good walk, but he needs to be like run for miles and miles. And so I have someone that comes and like runs him for me.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a I have a golden retriever who's very lazy, and then he's a German Shepherd.
Oh, okay.
He was born to be like a police dog, like truly. But he's just somehow my lap dog, my 110-pound lap dog.
Oh, yeah. I understand because mine was mixed with Border Collie. She was mostly Border Collie, and she was crazy. And Border Collies and German Shepherds have always been like my favorite, but they're insane. They're insane.
Yeah. I'm lucky to have a backyard, so I'll let him run. He'll like run like laps around the pool, like just on his own. But yeah, he needs someone to come run him.
Oh, I used to
I
take my
know.
dog to the beach. I would take her to the beach, and I was able to just go anytime. I would just take the leash off and she'd go, and she'd run to catch
Yeah.
the waves. She wanted to catch them incoming. She'd open her mouth like a freak and try to eat them, and I'd be like, all right. She would
Yeah,
just
I had
go
a I had a
crazy.
golden like that. I had a golden like that. We would like throw the ball and then like run down
Mhm.
down the beach and like
Yeah.
like he would like freak out and like run after us. Really cute to get some exercise.
I like Goldens. I did a day into stream where we did nothing but watch dog shows like the whole time, like agility and then some of the jump competitions, like all these different ones. And my conclusion from the end is, hey, these are all great, but like everyone should just get a golden retriever. Like you should just get that or a Labrador. Like they will just be lazy and sit on you and chill out, and they're the best.
Yeah, I know. They're so goofy. James has like one brain cell at all times.
James.
And like yeah, his name's because I had another golden named Jesse.
Yeah.
And so when I got James as a puppy, I had Jesse and James like Team Rocket.
I love that.
And I really wanted to get a cat, name it Giovanni, but it doesn't really work out. I wanted to name Ghost Giovanni, but he's too goofy looking for Giovanni.
He doesn't work. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I love that. That's hard to. It's hard to name a pet because sometimes you give them a name and you're like, yeah, that's the one, and then sometimes you give them a name and it just doesn't work at all.
Yeah, I was like, I got him, and I was like, you're not a Giovanni. Like, I gotta think of something else now. God damn it.
Yeah. My mom had a cat, and she wanted to get a cat, and she had ideas in her head of all these like super elegant names. She was like, I want a girl cat because I've always had boys. I really want a girl, and I want to name her this or that. And it was very like posh. She just like never had that before. And then we get this cat for her, and it's a girl, but she's very scrungly, very scrappy looking. She looks like
an Elizabeth name.
Yeah. She looks very like she came from an alleyway, and she's got like a bite mark in her ear and stuff. And she ended up naming her Munch.
Munch.
She had all these beautiful names picked out for like a posh, beautiful, long-haired cat, and then she just has this cat named Munch.
Munch is actually a great name.
Yeah. She had this. So she had a lot of black splotches, and then she had a couple smaller white splotches. So her chin was white. Her head, all the upper part was black, but one of her upper lips was white, so it made this like diagonal line. So it made her mouth look like it was always like tilted. It made it look like she was constantly smirking, and it was just perfect. And she had like a tooth that would stick out a little. She was just so gross looking, but I loved her.
It's actually great.
Munch. Yeah, she was good. She was good.
So cute. My grandma had a cat. Really scrunkly as well. Tabby, like just really old and nasty.
Yeah.
Was named Banshee, which I think is a great name for like a nasty cat.
That's good. I like that.
Banshee hated me, would run.
Oh.
Only loved my grandma, hated everybody else.
That sounds about right. Cats are like that. Mine are pretty good in that, like, Wolfie, if someone comes in, he will greet everyone. He won't be like ultra affectionate, but he comes over and sniffs, and he's just like, hey, what's up? Yeah, and then he just goes to his tree and sits there and hangs out. Nucky runs like they're gonna kill him. He goes and hides under the bed, and he's like, they're gonna kill me. And then he comes out an hour later, and he's like, actually, I'm gonna sit on your lap. Don't pet me, but I'm gonna sit on your lap. And he'll just lay there, and he'll be like, I'm stealing your warmth. It's mine now. And that's it. Yeah. That's it. It's just so
weird. Well, I
weird.
guess you aren't going to kill me, and you aren't leaving, so I might as well make this my benefit.
Yeah, exactly. Like every time I have someone cat sit, I usually, if I have to go somewhere, I would always have someone like stay over. And if it had to be like a non-family member that didn't quite like know my cats, they'd always be like, you know, I'm a little concerned because like when I put food down, like Nucky doesn't really come out. And I'd be like, just wait for like day 2, okay? So they put food out, he'd like eat when they're not there, and then they'd always wake up, and every single person has the same experience. They'd wake up and he's like in the blankets with them. Like he'll like approach while they're sleeping, and then from there they're like friends. It's so cute.
Ghost says that he tries to like, if I have guests over, he tries to like test them by like jumping on their bed. He's like, am I allowed here?
Yeah. And
like,
I'm a big sucker for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
also like beg, like at like if we're eating at the table, they won't beg to me because they know they won't get anything, but they'll try it with new people, and I'm like, don't try it.
You have to test everyone, because what if they're weak, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like my grandma's really weak, so like I'm like, Grandma, why are they all crowding around you for some reason? Very strange behavior, I think. She'd be like, no, I know what you're talking about.
It's cute. I'm that person that whenever I would go to someone's house and they have a dog, I don't sit on the furniture. I sit on the floor next to the dog and I just hang out with the dog. And I'm just like that guy. So I always like I don't feed them, you know, I'm not one of those, but I spend the whole time sitting there petting the dog. I'll be talking to them. My hand is just like busy on the dog's head, you know?
Yeah. You're like, I'll be new friend. I'll be fun friend.
I can't not do it. I have to.
I know my dogs will sometimes like follow my friends out. I'm like, no, you live here. You live here.
I have one friend whose dog would always get in my car. I'd be leaving and I'd be like, all right, bye. And I open the door and the dog would just run out and get in the car and be like, okay.
Where we going?
He was so good, but he'd be like, car, beach, park, where are we going?
Something fun. Yeah.
It was so cute. I was like, I mean, I'll take him. Like, just let me know.
I'm out. Trip. I love animals. They're just so so fun.
Have you ever had anything that wasn't a cat or a dog, like weird pets?
Not weird pets, just like hamsters growing up. Hamsters and fish. Did you have any weird pets?
Not weird pets. I had birds several times.
Birds. Wow.
Yeah. I had when I was younger. I've had 2 birds. And then, well, 2 smart birds and then 1 set of lovebirds at one point. The lovebirds were really cute.
We had 2 lovebirds at one point.
But they don't care about you. They're just like,
no.
I'm gonna exist and be a dumb bird, you know?
Yeah, we had two boys that just loved each other, and they just cuddled all the time. And I was like, we have gay lovebirds. It's great.
Yeah, it's true. Mine, I'm pretty sure. No, I think mine were male and female. But I remember when we were first getting them, there were a lot of like gay bird couples, and they were like, well, you're gonna take 2, and they were like, oh, so we take a boy and a girl. Like everyone was asking that, and they were like, you take 2. They're very good friends. They seem like great friends.
They're really good friends, and they were roommates.
Exactly. It was so funny. But I know a lot of people that ended up with like, you know, gay lovebird couples. So cute. But mine didn't do anything. You know, they just sit there and chirp and whatever. But I had at one point I had a cockatiel, and his name was Buddy, and he was so cute. And he wanted attention all the time. Yeah.
Did any of your birds like the cockatoo talk? Can cockatoos talk?
They try. Yeah, they try. They can say some things, not like super well enunciated, but they can definitely identify stuff. And if you talk to them, they know like what you're talking about when you say certain words. They understand you really well. So I'd be like, "Where's my brother?" You know, I'd say like one of my brother's names, and he would just be like, "There he is." You just go to him, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I would be like, where's this toy? Where's that toy? And he had so many toys that he knew like the individual names of, and it was like scary accurate. It was cute.
Oh, they're like listening. It's like they know what we're saying.
They know too much. Yeah, they know way too much. If I were retired and I had nothing to do with my life, I would get another bird. But they're just too needy, and I couldn't do it. If I got one right now, I'd like never give it enough attention. But
yeah, they need like so much cleaning too, like their cage and stuff.
Oh my god, they're so messy. But I'm obsessed with watching videos of that one African gray that identifies like he'll tap something and he'll tell you what material it's made of. And it's like just displaying how smart he is. And my favorite is there are endless videos of him tapping like a drinking glass going, glass. He says it just like that, he goes, glass. And there are these compilations. His name is Apollo. There are these compilations of him tapping things and going glass like over and over. I'm completely obsessed with it.
They are so smart. I love when people get videos of like, I just adopted this bird, and it's like saying all these naughty things.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, get the bird to stop saying the naughty things.
Sometimes like, they say crazy shit, like crazy stuff.
I know. There was one where it was like just singing like a really naughty song, like just like full like lyrics, and the owner was like, "Stop!"
I had my 2 of my grandparents had a bird, and it would copy my grandmother's voice. So the way it spoke always sounded like her, and she would always look at the bird and she'd be like, what you doing? What's going on? What's the weather? She'd like ask him these like little questions. And so he'd just say that, and my grandfather would be like turned around doing something. This is like the really grumpy one. And the bird would be like, what you doing? And he'd be like, Dustin. And he'd answer it and he'd think it was my grandmother, because he's like, he wasn't super hard of hearing, but like
Oh,
it sounded a lot
I
like my
know.
grandmother. It was like
That's
copying.
freaky. When they
Yeah.
can mimic voices, I think that's
Hmm.
freaky. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. And he would do that. He would always be like, "What you doing? What you reading?" He knew like what a book was, and he knew that like grandma would like hold the book open, look at him, go, "What you read?" And she was like teaching him questions to ask her, and then he would just ask it to my grandfather all the time. Do you hear my cat?
Oh, I hear your cat in the background.
Lucky, what's going on?
You asking for attention?
Or potentially food, which it's not time for. Ooh.
Oh, a little early maybe.
Quite early for that, yeah.
I know. My golden does that. I have this like
Yeah.
tradition where I go, "Are we hungry? We hungry?"
Meow.
And he'll have like a little like hungry dance. He does like
Oh,
he makes
yeah.
these, like piggy noises. He like snorts. So
Mm-hmm.
he'll start like snorting. I'm like, we hungry.
Oh, I love
It's really
that. You know what I really like? I've seen people do this with cats because my cats are convinced that every time I walk into the kitchen, every single time, I am going to feed them. They're completely convinced. So what I want to start doing is getting a dinner bell. So people have like these the tiny little dinner bell, and when they ring it, it's time. Oh, I want that. I want it.
You should like bell train them.
Yeah.
Just make sure they kick the bell because then they'll like knock it over and be like, "It's time."
They'll start smacking the bell. I know they're gonna do that too. They're gonna be like ding a ling a ling a ling ling and like trying to get it to happen. I'll probably hear dinging like all day from the basement. Just ding ling a ling ling.
Yep. I have a my shepherd. My golden's too dumb for this. My shepherd's bell trained like for the door like to go potty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He in the beginning when he was learning it, he would ring it just because he wanted to go play. He'd be like, "Oh, bell means outside play. Like we go outside." And I'm like, "No, bell means
Right.
potty. Right? You can't trick me. You can't trick me." It's really cute. It has like little bells that are like are hanging from like the knob, so he can like tell me when he has to go. Yeah.
That's
But
cute.
sometimes he'll like leave a ball outside, and so he'll ring the bell and then like run outside, grab the ball, and then come back inside. I go, "Oh, you just need me to open the door so you can go get that very specific toy." Got it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I my dog used to she had two ways of letting me know that she wanted to go out, and I knew which one was for what, because when she just wanted to go outside, she'd jump up a little bit and she'd tap her paws on the door, just a little claw sound, and I'd be like, okay, she wants to go out. When she needed to go to the bathroom, she'd completely slam the door with her body. She'd like shoulder slam. She'd be like, bam, and she would just like whip her whole body at it, and I would hear this loud thud. And so I'd hear this like boom, and I'd be like, okay. And she was a big dog. She was huge.
Like, Jesus, all right.
Yeah. And I'd be like, all right, I'll take you out. But she was crazy with it.
That is so funny.
I genuinely, I was concerned. So I was like, you're gonna, like, other people are gonna think something crazy is happening in here.
Dislocate your shoulder or something.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was permanently concerned, but she was like muscled, she was too strong for that. But I would always feel like she was gonna just like hit the door and die.
One day she like breaks through the door.
Yeah. One of these days. I was genuinely scared that one day she would realize that glass wasn't that strong, and she would just jump out the window straight out, because she could, like, if she bolted and just went boom, she could just crash through it. I was waiting for it.
She would.
Yeah. Thank God.
I love cats. They're like, I have 9 lives for a reason.
Oh, they try stuff. Yeah. They try everything. They jump on everything. My cats are really, really good. I am blessed, but cats I've had in the past, you cannot put anything in a room without them being like, I'm going to go on it and in it and around it. I'm going to push it. I'm going to test everything. They have to know like every property of the thing you put in the room.
Right.
Crazy.
They're like, what can I get away with here? What can I do?
Can I eat this? Can I hide in this? Can I hide behind this?
Can I chew this? Can I destroy this? I'm glad my dogs are not that way. Thank God.
Dogs are just like, I love food. I want to play.
Yeah. Like, I have bone. I sit in bed. I sleep. I ring bells.
It's cute. It's cute. Eventually, I'll probably get a dog again one day, but not yet. Or maybe I'll stay with cats forever. I don't know.
No. I'm waiting for the cat distribution system to hit me, to choose me.
Oh my God. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And I kind of like leave myself open to it. If there's like a neighborhood cat and it looks okay, but not super well fed, I'm like, oh, someone has to feed him.
You're coming home with me.
He needs a little house to sleep in. The weather's bad. Next thing you know, he's like completely shacked up outside my house.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know how he got into my house, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't get it. Meanwhile, I'm holding him like a baby, feeding him, and he's so used to me. I got it.
No, I'm waiting. Sometimes I'll see like a squirrel like under a car, and I go, "Is it my turn?" And I go, "No, it's a squirrel." No, like I'll see like a shadow move, and I go, "Is it time?
Right?
Is it finally my turn?"
Every time I see a cat like pass by, I'm driving somewhere, you know, one's walking and one runs past. I always stop and I wait and I investigate. I don't just keep walking because I'm like,
yeah,
are you well fed? Are you recently escaped?
If it's meant to be.
Just in case, you never know. Almost all of my cats have been from the street, straight up. Like I grabbed them.
You yoink. Yoink, you're mine.
Exactly.
When I was young, I accidentally stole my neighbor's cat, not realizing it was my neighbor's cat, and we had it for a few days.
That happens a lot. You don't realize that it's well fed, and you're just
cried
like,
when we had to return him. And I don't know what my family, because he was like a Siamese cat, so he was obviously gorgeous.
Oh,
like, he obviously wasn't stray. He's like a half Siamese.
Yeah.
But he just looked so dumb, and little crossed eyes, and I was like, I was so mad. I was so mad when we had to give him back.
I hate that. I had this one neighbor across the street a long time ago that she felt bad for a lot of cats that were in like either shelters, maybe were going to be put down, whatever, and she'd be like, I have to save them. So she would take them in, great, but she wouldn't take good care of them. She would just like put food out, and she would let them be indoor outdoor cats, which is like not advised, especially the more dense of an area you live in. Like just keep them indoors, don't let them outdoors, you know. And she would just like leave for work, let them outside, and leave them outside all day, and then come back and let them in. And I'm like, that's not like good though, you know. So I would feed them because she'd throw food down, and whoever ate. So if one was maybe a little more aggressive with the food, like one might get pushed away. So a couple of her cats were like skinny, so I was like, oh my god, I have to save them. So I started feeding them and making sure certain ones ate, and the ones that didn't eat as much, they started like living like basically at my place the whole time. I had little like shelters for them and everything, and I basically like took care, and I wanted to take them in, but obviously like I knew they were my neighbor's cats, so I wasn't gonna just yoink them, because then like you can't hide it. She'd like see one in the window and be like, okay, you know, like she would know,
like, we get food here, we stay.
Yeah, exactly. So I just took care of them, but I basically had like 4 outdoor cats, because she had like 9 cats total. She was a little crazy with it, but I had 4 outdoor cats that I took care of.
Oh my god, I have a friend that has like, I think she has 7 cats now.
Oh my god.
I was like, that's the dream, but also, oh my god.
That's crazy. I think if I lived alone and I had no job, I was like retired, nothing to do all day, I could handle having a lot of cats. But
yeah,
2 is great. 2 is really good.
Become like the resident like cat lover.
Yeah.
So whenever anybody finds a cat, she gets called, and it's foster fails over and over and over again.
I understand that. I completely understand it. I fostered before, and I gave them back to the foster program, but as I did, I was like, oh, like it's the worst experience of my life. I
can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I'm so sorry, God. I'm not your strongest soldier.
The only reason I was able to do it, because one of the cats I had 2, and he was so overbearing that I actually couldn't like get work done with him around sometimes, because he was attached to me, and he would sleep somewhere in the room. I'd be sitting in that same room working on my computer, doing whatever. I worked at home, and he would, if I breathed too loud, he'd be like, oh, and he'd wake up and he'd come running to me, eyes half closed, still half asleep. So he'd like crash into everything. He'd come sprinting. He'd jump as fast as he could onto my lap, and he'd climb up and he'd start licking my face like a dog. Like he was very dog-like. He'd just be licking furiously, and he'd be drooling. He drooled so much. And I'd be grabbing him by the shoulders and like holding him away, like pushing him away, like stop it. And he's like stretching out his neck, and he's like licking the air, trying to lick me. He was really cute, but it was too much. I was like, you need to be with someone who can do this. I loved him so much, though.
Yeah, you're like, that person's not me, but I love you.
Yeah. I loved him so much. I think if I didn't, I already had my 2 other cats. I was just fostering them because it was like COVID era and someone needed to do it. But if I didn't have my 2 cats, I probably would have kept him. But he would, you know, I have one cat that's really attached to me on my lap all the time. So he'd come running and he'd like land, he'd jump and land on Nucky and like wake him up and then stand on him and lick me. And I was like, you can't do this. He was so cute.
So cute. I wish I could just like buy a farm somewhere and have a million animals. That's really the dream.
Oh my God, yeah. If I had like streamer buku bucks, I would do that.
Yeah, just like stream from my estate out in the middle of who knows where.
I think that could be like the retirement plan, the streamer retirement plan. People just buy land together. They all live on little houses on the land, and they all take care of a bunch of animals.
Yeah. You're like, well, I have eggs today. If anybody needs any eggs, come on by.
Oh, I love that.
My chat saying to stay away from the chickens because I played like a farming sim game and I didn't realize I thought I could like right click on one of the chickens to like check its stats, but I forgot that right click was punched, so I punched the chicken and it died.
Are you the kind of person where if you do that, you just straight up reset? You're like, I'm loading my last save.
There's a clip of me walking, like I was so shocked. I was shocked to silence, and then I was losing it. I had to walk away from my PC, so you just see my model like freeze.
Oh my God!
And, like from the distance, you hear me like off mic going, "I have to step away."
Oh my God!
Because we had worked so hard in game to get the money to buy the stupid chicken. I killed it immediately.
Oh, I can't. I hate that they just let you kill everything in a lot of these games. You know, you'll be playing a cute, wholesome game, and then you're like, oops, I ran over a rabbit. And it makes me so sad.
Yeah, that happened in Minecraft. Can't you like accidentally like kill like your animals?
Oh, you can kill all of them. Everything can die in Minecraft. I would always make an automatic chicken cooker. So I have endless food, and it's basically like a little pit where they sit there and they pop out eggs, and the eggs hatch into little babies, and then occasionally it like drops one and shoves lava onto it, so it turns into a cooked chicken, and it's horrific, but it's a lot of food, so I always make them.
Oh, it like just randomly chooses one of the chickens.
It just drops them down below through this little like hopper, and then just fucking torches them. And you get like, it's like an automatic KFC. It's so good. We have
Henny Alone Shark, and we have GEEGA KFC.
That's what I did, yeah. On the first iteration server. Yeah, this was in the Vtuber server. We did this first iteration of it, and then burnt it down, and then made like a new one, which is the current one. So the first one, that's what I did. The first thing I did, I was like, we need food, so I'm gonna look up how to make a nice automatic chicken cooker. It's gonna be great. And I went and just like, that was the first thing I did. I made a tiny shack to live in and a chicken cooker. So it wasn't even something that I decorated nicely, so it was just this like bare bones kind of works, you can see all the mechanical parts thing just sitting in the middle of our village. Just burnt chickens all day.
I want to play because Minecraft seems right up my alley. I just never have, and it's so daunting because there's so many mods and everything.
You should. I think it's still, it's fun because a lot of, like, for our server, I was the one who kind of put together a lot of stuff that was going to be in the mod pack. And most of it's just cosmetic. Like, there's some mods that you can really, like, crunch through and learn how it works. But for the most part, it's just adding, like, more biomes, more trees, which means more wood colors, all sorts of furniture, like that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So you can build cute
Do you guys still play it? Do you guys still play it often?
I wanted to jump back on. I actually, I made that server with everyone. But I was completely burnt out on Minecraft because just before that I was in Bounce SMP and I put a fuck ton of hours into it. So I actually never finished building my house. I was like absent during that arc.
I got overwhelmed by it and I only played it like once or twice.
I liked it a lot. It was just, you know, I spent so long in Bounce that I was like, I can't Minecraft now.
That's fair. Well, if you ever get back into it, let me know.
Yeah. For sure. I like it a lot, and I found the Minecraft community is huge. It's enormous. And I started playing in Block Wars, so occasionally they have like a bunch of competitive maps and you just play through them, and it's so fun. It is so fun. And I want to just grab everyone and be like, let's go to parkour maps. Let's do like adventure maps, things like that.
Yeah.
It's cute.
I want to farm. I want to come to Monarch's Mafia farm, I guess. Don't look under the barn.
Exactly. Just bury a bunch of coffins under it.
Yeah, we have the cows, so the heat signature from above doesn't look suspicious.
Oh, it's just our barn. So many animals in there. So warm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think it'd be good for you to play because it's one of those things where you can play at any pace. You know what I mean? Like you can really take your time getting used to it. Whereas other games, I feel like I'm holding people back when I'm like trying to learn while playing with them. But
that's fair. Because there's so much to throw at somebody. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think when I joined the Bounce SMP server, I think we were playing for like 20 minutes, and there was like a purple guy that came at me and killed me instantly. And I just remember, I think it was Sayu. It was like screaming, and I was like, "Why? What?" And I like looked directly into the creature's eyes and died.
Yep. Yep. Typical.
What was that? What was that?
Yeah, a lot of the little mobs and everything, once you get used to them, like they're fine. But I remember first encountering a lot of these, and it's genuinely horrifying. Like Minecraft is a scary game when you don't know what's going on.
An Enderman, yeah, that must have been it, I guess.
Yeah, they added some more like scary stuff when you go really far down in certain areas, and I took Siren and Michi down in this one area while we were on this last Cobblemon server, and Siren was just like screaming, like blood curdling screams the whole time while she was trying to like not get hit by this one thing. It was
That'd be me. That you heard me screaming from the distance and be like, well, everything's fine, probably.
Yeah, I wanna show you everything.
Yes, please. I also heard not to steal from Henya. I've been watching some clips.
Yes.
Of Michi and Kuro stealing from Henya.
You know what I did on the first server we had? She had like her farm, and she was so proud of her potato farm, and she was like, she put a little sign that said, "Hey, if you take potatoes, replant them. Like you can take as many as you want as long as you replant." So Zen and I kept stealing like all of her potatoes and hiding them. And we had in one spot, we had this like dirt stack that just went 1 block wide all the way up to as high as you could go in the sky. So what I did was I put a chest at the very top of it, and her potatoes were in there, and I put a sign on it. And she had to go up. She had to go up to the sky. And she was like, what she was doing was she was in the tower, so she dug out a couple blocks and was standing in it and then looking straight up and digging out 1 block and then jumping and putting a block below herself, and she was like climbing up.
Wait, how did you do that? Did it take a while?
I did the same process. Yeah, I spent like an hour just like digging upward. It was a whole thing. It was so fun.
I love how like simple the game is, but how chaotic you can be.
Yeah.
It's kind of beautiful.
It's good. What I always wanted to do is I always wanted to take members of Vishojo that don't really like, they don't know that much about Minecraft, put them in Minecraft Hardcore, put them in teams where like 2 or 3 people play together, and have them figure out how many hours it would take to hit like a list of certain achievements. Just give them a list of things that they have to do, like a challenge, and be like, do all this on this list, go.
Right.
And do team timed challenge. I wanna see who would win that.
Yeah, put me in, coach. I'm gonna do great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do great.
The thing is, I think it'd be really funny if each team had one person that was like a complete Minecraft noob. Like they just don't know anything.
Yeah, like one dead weight to bring around.
Exactly, and then they can like throw them in as cannon fodder. Think of the content. Think of the clues.
Sacrifice me, right? I wouldn't be a little sacrifice, right, GEEGA?
You would be a little sacrifice, yeah. You'd make a great one.
No, you would never do that. Look
You'd make a lovely little sacrifice.
You would never do that.
You'd be so cute if I pushed you into lava. So cute.
Just a little hot bath, Ama. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll wake up soon. As I push you in.
It's all right. We'll revive you.
You'll forget everything.
Oh God.
Oh,
Let me know when the server ever comes back online.
Yeah. Our server got like super laggy. I think because people kept asking for certain things to be added, and then those things were like too much for it. So
Oh, like huge things?
yeah, some of the mods that they wanted to add were like they were a lot, and then when you put them together, it just like the server would just die. You'd open it and it'd be like, let me load everything, and then it'd go just you'd hear the cogs turn, and like the whole server would die.
You need like a super PC to run the VShojo Minecraft server.
Yeah, exactly. We need to get a whole server room just to run this thing.
Yeah. What's this room? Oh, that's our Minecraft server.
Yeah, chat is saying the gun run in the sky didn't help. Yeah, we had sky gun run. There were all these things that people were building that were just so much. Kuro made lag city.
If I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there'd be signs.
Oh yeah.
Minecraft server room.
Oh yeah. You would see a resurgence of Minecraft and we'd be running everything perfectly. That's how you know. One of us secretly came into money and I made a freezer room in my basement with servers in it.
It's great.
Oh my
God. It's like a classic Minecraft modded experience. Sounds like any modded experience, not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's tough because the thing with Bounce SMP, I loved that server. Loved playing on it, loved the mod pack. But everyone wanted to live near each other, and then they'd put all these objects down, and then I would try to build in my house area, and I'd turn my head, and I felt like throwing up because it was so laggy. I'd be like, oh, as I'm trying to look around.
Yeah, I joined in, and we went across the lake to like the islands across because there was just no room on the mainland. I even went. Oh my god, I tell the story all the time. I was so mad at Joel. So we were claiming chunks, right? And I was claiming a little chunk of area that was off that main shore where everyone's building, and it had an island. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take this island, and then I'm going to build a bunch of sky islands above it with like a windmill and make it all pretty. So I built that. I did it. It was nice. And as I was building it, I was like, oh, I love this view I have of the water out to the side. It's so nice. The ocean. Joel takes the chunk of water right next to me. He's like, I want to live near GEEGA. So Joel logs on and is like, yay, neighbors, and takes my beautiful view and claims all of it and builds a huge mushroom that goes into the sky like 5 times higher than my floating islands did. I was like, Joel, I'm the sky islands. Can you not like build higher? It was like a New York City skyscraper moment where like I was like, oh my god, my ocean view. Yeah, you like bought a nice apartment. You're
my
like,
view. He literally did that.
Mistake. You gotta buy the air rights.
I know. I messed up. I should have claimed all those chunks. But he built this thing, and it was huge too. It was like very tall, very wide. And the part I saw was just stem. So I just looked to the left, and it's just beige stem of mushroom. And if I look up, I can't see the mushroom cap because I see the underside of it, which was also beige. And I was like, what is
a wall
this?
of beige?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, if I look to the north, there's some buildings. It's not too bad. If I look to the south, oh, a little more ocean view. It's fine. And then someone took this tiny chunk of I had like one sliver of ocean view to the south. They grabbed that and they built a tall pagoda just coming out of it that went into the sky. Again, it was like super tall. And I was like,
New York City, Jesus Christ.
I was
you should have come across the lake with us. There was so much land.
I should have.
Endermen, but
I should have done it. I should have done it and just built a little train to go over there. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I was planning. I had that island, and then the beach closest to me was Mouse, and we were gonna build in between, like over the water. We were gonna make a train station, and we were like, we're gonna live here, and people can take the train to us. And then everyone built right there.
Yeah.
And we couldn't go anywhere anymore. We couldn't move without our eyes hurting.
And then when I loaded in, I was like, so where can I build it? Like anywhere there's not color. And I was like, there's color. Literally everywhere. Block is colored.
Exactly. It was crazy.
Well, these people have huge. There were some huge plots too. Like some people claimed huge plots. Yeah.
And if they like built in it, it was fine. But some people didn't. They claimed so much, and they were just like, "This is my lawn," and I regret not doing that. I should have claimed a lawn and been like, "You can't build here."
Yeah.
This is my view.
Now you know. Learn from past mistakes. This is my lawn.
Next time,
my lawn.
If they ever do bounce 2, I'm there. Okay, and I'm taking my lawn, and nobody's allowed on my lawn. Yeah.
Gonna sit out there in a folding chair.
I should do that. I should make like a homestead,
and I should like Gran Torino. I should have a car out front and like a shotgun. And I sit on my porch all day, and I'm like, get off my fucking lawn, get off
like
my
warning signs,
property.
like, all around the
Yeah.
no trespassing, will be shot.
Barbed wire fences everywhere on the edge.
Yeah.
This is my beautiful land, and you can't get in here.
Can you have like dogs? Can you have like guard dogs?
No, because people will just let them out. But we did have certain pets. You could if you like tethered them to a little post, and then you just have to set up a lot of them because like they couldn't move very far. But some people set up these like dragons that would just eat people. So maybe I should do that.
Beware of dragons. Beware of the sky dogs.
I wanted to make a moat with like crocodiles in it.
Are there
That's what I want
crocodiles
next
in
time.
Minecraft?
With mods, yeah.
Oh yeah, my favorite mods literally have everything.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna do it.
Crazy. Well, I cannot wait.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if we can fix our server, or maybe we might have to blow it up and do a new one. I don't know. But I want to do our server again.
Blow up the server. Are you able to keep like your house save, or do you have to build it all over again?
So you can copy parts of the map. Something they can do is there's this one mod that if you have the same mod on different servers, you can basically like take any structure you built and copy it down into a blueprint, and then save that blueprint as a little file, and then go on another server with the same mod, upload that blueprint, and you can like have this object spit out the same build.
Wow, you have to have all the materials for it though?
Yeah. But you know, if you have like admin stuff, you can just spawn in the materials for it, and you can just do that. So we could with some things maybe save certain things, but let other things go because they're like super laggy, you know.
Oh, okay.
Do it. Yeah.
I want a castle, but I do not want to build a castle.
You actually can. It's called the schematic cannon, and you just get schematics, and you can actually get them online. Like people can make schematics and upload them, and then you just have to gather the materials for it.
Oh, when I like that. That's kind of nice.
It's nice for people that hate building, because sometimes I like building, sometimes I hate it.
I could build little stuff. It's not like a whole thing. Yeah.
I actually wish people do smaller builds. Maybe I'll just build in a tighter area and have little houses, so it's like a little Animal Crossing village. And then if they want to do big builds, do it somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
I want that.
Oh my God, a little village would be so cute. Like a little crossroads.
One of the mods I made them put in there was a mailbox one. So we could send each other letters and stuff and have like a proper mailbox. You could go to the post office and send it, and it would like go to the person's mailbox outside their house. It was cute.
Wait, I actually love that. That is actually adorable.
I want to do it.
Henya and Mouse like to build for a price. Oh.
That is true.
Oh.
They will.
100 diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, literally. Henya's house was actually really nice. She built it really well. I think she did it off of a guide. I think she followed a guide. But hers was beautiful. Mine unfinished. When I was ready to come back and finish it, I was like, okay. I was playing late at night, and I was like occasionally adding to it, but it was so laggy. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't.
I feel it.
Yeah.
It's really big, Dio. My chat is saying. I've been having so much fun watching Vshoujo clips. Like, fan submitted most popular clips. It's been a blast. I think I'm gonna do more of it later.
You should. Yeah, you should.
It's fun. It's fun also to like then see people clip them reacting to me reacting to them. So now I want to do a reacting to them reacting to me reacting to them reacting to me.
I think one of my favorites was with me and Zen, and we were playing Pico Park, and I think it was just me and Zen, and then like people from chat were filling the other roles, and we were playing, and I was just like softly crashing out the entire time on Zen because she was like all she does is like grief every game. Yeah, she just does nothing but grief, and she'd hit the wall and be like, all right, good fucking job. And I was just like
See, that's me, but I don't purposely do it. I accidentally grief. I'm just dumb.
I
can
It's
see
my
it.
girl boss. It's my girl boss nails sometimes. I don't mean it.
I remember we were playing a long time ago, like I think it was Sons of the Forest too, and we were trying to build a house, and you were like passing logs, and you kept like almost killing me because you'd pass me logs and like they'd hit me in the fucking head. I would almost die. Like, take this log, and I'd like pass away. Dunk.
I love Sons of the Forest for like throwing the little tiny little rocks at people's heads.
Oh my god, yeah.
The characters would go, ah!
Right? Oh my god, that game was so fun but so weird, and I hated that at some point the things that started coming out of the forest were like deformed babies. I was like, I can't do this anymore. The worm.
You ever get the cat dog creature?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would like do flips at you.
Oh, yeah. Me and my IRL are friends because like Sons of the Forest is now finished, because back when we played it was still early access, but it's like totally done now.
Yeah.
And like they're still adding new stuff, like new patches and stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But me and my
I've
IRL
noticed
friends
that.
will like play it like late at night, just like chill building. And we have like a fortress. Like the mutants cannot get to us because there's just so many traps between them and us.
Hell yeah. I like that. I was trying to actually, that's a great stream, was me, Zen, and Haruka playing Sons of the Forest. And me and Haruka were like having a great time building a house on the beach. It was so lovely. We had our girlfriend that we handed a gun, you know, she was shooting people. So we were safe. Everything was great. And then Zen was like, oh, I'm gonna go find stuff. Like, I'm sure there's stuff if I explore. And she was just running around like dying, fighting stuff. Like she was going through it. And we were like, you know, it'd be nice if we put a window here.
That's me in those kinds of games. I'm like, oh, we can do curtains.
I love it. The thing is, Zen came back at one point and just threw a grenade in the house. She was just like, what does this do? And it just like grenaded our shack that we built. And we just, everything exploded. Everything was gone. It's so stupid. Oh my God.
We had a huge house built with a huge roof, and we were trying to like fix one area of the roof, and I accidentally pulled out like a key structure, and the whole roof came down. It was so many logs coming out of place that the game like spasmed. Like the game couldn't load the amount of logs that were falling from the sky. And everyone down below died from the impact of the logs. I was like, oopsie.
The building in that, like, that it was hard because it was so like built into how much load a part of the structure could take, right? And that was so scary. That was so scary because I was like, I don't know if I can move this piece.
Yeah. Like the log would make a certain noise if it was a key log, or if it was like a loose log, and you had to be really careful. So funny.
Oh, we need to find more simulators to play, more stuff like that.
I love building games. I've been playing a game called Afloat right now. It's
I've
like
heard
pretty much
of that one.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Raft, but instead of water, it's just endless sky, and you're pretty much like on floating islands. And it's really cute. It's early access, so there's only a couple but you can like gather animals and like build your floating island. Oh, it's a loft. Sorry, it's a loft.
Oh, loft.
Sorry.
Yeah.
A loft. I always mess it up. A loft.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah. You're like you're just like airbenders.
Yeah.
Floating islands. It's
that.
very comfy, cozy building.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks pretty. I like games like that. For me, I want to be able to play with friends and have like a longer playthrough. But everyone does that thing that they do with like Raft, especially where they're like, let's do a Raft collab. And they play for 3 hours and then go, good job, team. And then the next week, let's do a Raft collab. And it's a new playthrough. Good job, team. And like no one knows that there's an ending to Raft because they've never played more than 3 hours.
No, I like to see it through, and I also like to have like a big build and then like go on adventures and then come back to my house all cozy with my like stuff that I found.
Exactly.
I want to do early access games because like there's just stuff for the future. It's not like, it's not complete. There is no end yet, so you can keep playing it forever.
Yeah. We need more.
Listen, I'm down. If you find one, let me know.
Okay. I will. I'll keep my eyes peeled. I think the one I've liked most recently is just Fast Food Simulator. I was playing with some friends like late at night, and we would play, a couple nights in a row. So we had a couple. Oh,
you left.
You left.
GEEGA left.
No, you left.
No, you left.
She
it says GEEGA
died.
left.
No, you. Oh.
No, it says you.
You just came back for me, I think.
Oh, you just came back for me too.
Oh. No, you left.
No, you left.
Here. Let me rearrange you.
I know, I put you back. Sit in your seat, Giga. Jeez.
Okay, fine. There we go.
Amiga, together again.
Yeah.
Amiga.
It's such a cute name. I like that one.
I've seen some really cute fan art of like us in little Squirtle poses.
Yes, yes. People were
It's
like
really
Squirtle
cute.
squatting us.
Yeah, Squirtle God.
I like it. I like it.
It's adorable.
Even right now, like on Twitter, I see some people like tagging me and they're like, check this out. And they're posting pictures.
Oh, so there's so much fan art. I'm like, oh my god, everyone's so good.
Yeah. Have you been getting a lot of fan art since joining?
Yeah, they're drawing my booba so well.
Yay. They better.
10 out of 10 booba.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, there's a Squirtle Squad emote in my chat. It's so cute.
Oh, I should add
With
one.
7TV.
Yeah. Let me find it. I'm gonna add it. I'll need it.
Amiga sounds like friend in Spanish. Yeah.
Yeah.
You amiga, we amigas.
You all amigas.
Uh,
Let me find the Squirtle Squad emote.
cute. I don't know
Oh,
what
there
it's
it
called.
is. I'm
You
adding
found
it. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There you go,
I
chat.
love 7TV. Every once in a while, there'll be like a really cursed one, like the White Among Us one. I'm like, what is that?
I have
is
some bad
that?
ones. I feel bad whenever I do shared chat with friends because it only displays on in your view what 7TV emotes you have, you know?
Right.
So sometimes I have some crazy ones and people will start spamming it because like the word is really funny. And then people in the other chats are like, what is happening?
Yeah, the White Among Us one is crazy. Oh, there's a Slorpin one in my chat.
Slurp Glorpin.
Yeah, I deleted it yesterday. Then I told them if they gave me 100 gifties, I'd reinstate it, and it happened. So
Nice. Yeah, we got some bad ones.
yeah. The Peepo masturbation.
Peepo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that one. That one.
Yep.
Whenever I have a shared chat, Nightbot is like, every word is illegal. Ah! Like Nightbot freaks out. Nightbot's like fighting for its
Aw.
life in a corner.
Yeah. Yeah, mine goes a
your
little
feet.
crazy. I just turn some stuff off sometimes. I'm like, okay, sure, chat. Let me click a few buttons
Yeah.
first. I just turn a lot of stuff off.
Actually ask my mods to filter like the bad ones into like a folder that we can disable for collabs in general.
That would
That'd
be
smart
good.
to organize them that way, but
I like that. I like
have
that.
ideas, just not time to make the ideas happen.
We have a lot in my chat that are those really long names because it's to scare the mobile viewers. Like if anyone says, "Oh yeah, I'm on mobile," they'll go like, "Oh," and they'll start hitting it. So like the chat, you know, is like, "What's going on?" They always do it, but shared chat made that a whole new frontier of scaring people.
God, that emote, the W goats omega lol is horrid with it like stretching
Oh.
his mouth open. That's horrid.
Yep.
Good lord.
That's a classic.
Horrible.
That's homegrown in this chat too.
Real homegrown here. You guys made that?
Yep. That's from this community.
Wow. Are you so proud?
Very. Always.
Proud.
Always.
I do have the Bracken Love one homegrown here.
Oh yeah. I've seen that one.
The Bracken. In case you ever want to add that one to your chat. It's on 7TV.
You like him, huh? You like Bracken?
I have an original song coming out soon.
Ooh.
Called Hear Me Out. I posted a teaser during my debut, and I posted like an image on Twitter today. But yeah, it's my Bracken Love song.
Okay. I like it.
It's actually a bop. Like it was supposed to be a joke, and then I sat down to write it. Was like making the melody, and I was like, actually, this kind of pops off.
I mean,
then the mixing went crazy.
If it's good, it's good.
It's good. Honestly, embrace the meme. The meme is beautiful sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. There's some songs I've listened to over the years that are so good, and they're just meant to be a joke, but like I don't care. I will unironically listen to it. If it's good, it's good.
I feel it. What
Plain
else
and
are you
simple.
doing the rest of today? Do you have any plans for rest of stream?
No clue. I tend to pick up some games that I might play and put them in a poll, and I go, chat, which one?
I do the same thing. I go, chat, decide our fate today. It's a democracy only right now.
Yep. Yeah, because like,
what do you have on the possible list?
I don't know. Chat, what were the ones we played Sunday? I started playing Animal Well, which I really liked.
Okay.
That one's, it's like a little pixel Metroidvania looking thing, but it's very puzzle oriented. So I liked that one. There's one that's called Tyrant's Realm that I wanted to play that looks like a little Souls-like, but it's a roguelike, and it looks like old PS1 graphics.
Ooh.
I like that one.
You and Joel always have really good indie game ideas.
Yeah, he and I share that we tend to go for indie games a lot. We share with each other. Like when we're playing one or we see one that the other might like, I'm like, "Oh, you would like this, Joel," you know. So he and I are like big sources of like games for each other for recommendations.
Smooshy Comes Home that I have to play.
Yeah, I played that one. I played that one.
Cute. I'm just waiting for Mafia. I want to play a bunch of like the Mafia styled games. Like I have Batman and
yeah.
I haven't played any of the Mafia games. I was playing Assassin's Creed 2 yesterday for the first time.
I saw.
Yeah, it's hard. It's better now that I have a sword and I could just kill people, because before running around with hiding was hard.
It's like
but
all
now I can
self.
just kill everybody. Get out of my way. This is a threat.
It's a banger though. I really like that game.
Yeah, I want to keep playing it. But it was so lovely to chat. I might switch over because I only have some friends staying over tonight, so I have to end at a certain time.
Okay.
I might switch over and react to some more videos before I have to, unfortunately, leave chat.
Yeah,
but
do your thing.
I have loved chatting. Thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime. Yeah, there were some people that were asking me. They were like, "Did you guys plan like the outfits? Like, was this purposeful?" No.
And I think I told you, but I'm not sure if I told chat. Monarch was supposed to have an eye patch.
Yeah,
originally before I traded it for sunglasses. But
she sent it to me. She was like, "Look, here's the sketch." She was like, "Narrowly avoided."
So funny.
That was funny. Oh my god. I'm the eye patch Andy. It's me.
Yes, I love the eye patch.
My power level.
It's gonna be the same eye too. It's so funny.
I know. I saw that. I was like, that's so. It's like, I would have thought it was funny if you did it. I really would have liked it.
Hysterical. It was like a year ago. Unplanned, just same brain cell.
Oh my god. Yep, literally.
Yeah. Been lovely chatting. We'll definitely play some more Minecraft. Or
yeah,
Minecraft
we'll pick stuff up. I'll any idea that I have, I'll just throw it at you.
Yeah, please do. Yes. Hey, well, have a good rest of your stream.
You too. Have a lovely stream.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Game soon.
Okay. Chat, be nice. Bye.
Yeah, chat, be nice. See, or I'll bring GEEGA here to bully you.
You don't have to try. I'll just show up and do it.
Incredible. Crash stream anytime.
No. Well, bye, Leroy.
Bye, Leroy.
See ya. And then I go like this. And I go like this. There we go. Bye, Leroy. Bye, Leroy. There we go. I'm gonna miss her. She said she's ending earlier today. All right, let's do. What should we do today?
Glorp, glorp, glora / new form acquired. My connection to the world has been strengthened. Soon all will be under my control. All will be linked into me. Control. Alt. Shift. Windows. L. Glorp gang. Glorp gang.
Glorp gang. No, no. Get out of here. Get out of here with your heresy. No. Absolutely not. All right, let's get some games. Tyrants Realm, Animal Well. Let's get some options that you can vote on. What was the third that I had? What was the other? Oh, wasn't it 9 Souls? 9 Souls. Oh my god, sorry, I just tweaked out. Is there anything else I should add on this list? Let me look. I will double check. I'll double check my cart and my wish list. Hold on. Oh, the other one I wanted to try was people were saying really tiny game, but Stone of Madness. Tiny meaning like not a lot of people played it. It's a tactical stealth game. Real-time tactical stealth game in an 18th century Spanish monastery. 5 prisoners pool their skills and resources to face their phobias, stave off insanity, uncover the mysteries of the monastery, find a way to escape. They're saying that that one's pretty good. I don't know if I want to stream that. But that's maybe an option. It looks cool. I just feel like it's maybe something I want to lock in more and play like more head empty. I don't know. Or maybe I don't. It's neat. Okay, and then I'm checking if there's anything else newer that I was looking at playing. I think a lot of the stuff that I want to play are things that are releasing soon rather than things that are out. Not that I want to play today, but you know what I mean, stuff that I want to add to this sort of list. The only other one, oh, and diplomacy is not an option is the other one. I thought it'd be cool to continue that one a little bit as well. Okay. Let's make the poll. New poll, game choice. Tyrants. Realm, that's the roguelike, souls-like. Animal, well, which we started the other day. 9 souls, everyone's saying I have to play it. And then diplomacy is not an option, which won't fit, and I'll put optio. Okay, poll is up. You're gonna have 2 minutes to answer that, so do that quickly. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and refill my water. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. I'll see you soon.